Life.
I was gonna say, good sound to start out. Hello.
No. This channel is famous for the fact that we always start on some strange noise.
Yeah, I feel like finally, this is why y'all want me here. I can do that.
And when we say famous, it's like we know.
How? I'm not,
For a couple people.
I was gonna say, I'm not fucking really listening to any VODs. Can't.
I'll leave these tokens to you. Whose turn is it to do the recap?
It is my turn.
Well, good.
Alright. Give me a second though. Because the stream is looking real weird on my end.
In what fashion? The stream looks as it has in sessions before.
I'm dropping a little frames.
Oh.
It seems to have stopped though. We're like 500 frames in 2 minutes. 1 minute. Right? Yeah, it seems okay now. Flashing at me a bit, but that seems fine. Nope, there it goes again. I mean, nothing I can do about it, so I might as well ignore it.
In other things you can or can't do, the session number needs to be incremented by 1 sheep.
I cannot do that, that is true.
Grimmeth nods knowingly.
No.
We should just get another channel.
This is fine.
Then again, at this point, so many of them are there, like... I'll file it under things I don't have to worry about.
Alright. Notes here. Alright. Last time on Dressed on the Dragon Coast, we were, in fact, session 64, so this session is 65, even though YouTube is lying. We started off with a whole lot of faction action, most of which just sort of happened. One of the more notable things was the Redden smugglers, who were very close to the valley, are apparently trying to legitimize their business and, benefit from all the merchants and such traveling south, trying to perhaps be some competition to that fancy bridge that is being built or has been built at this point.
Yeah.
Who knows how successful that's gonna be? Probably not very, because nobody likes them, and why would you pay them a toll if you can just pay the dragon toll instead? It's a much better idea. Emmy has had some trouble with Nobanian's followers, who are very angry about the fact that she's sort of living in a place that used to belong to Nobanian and then swapped over to, not Nobanian. And they want to rectify that. She approached Diane's host to get some support against Nobanian and set out to, get them to leave with the help of Amref and Diane's host. The fight, however, was very inconclusive. Big old stalemate, which, shows how strong those Nobanian fellas are. That they can go toe-to-toe with Emmy here. Velignov, meanwhile, has been preparing for his fight/war against the hierarchy. Not really ready to strike the first blow yet. He wants to see who he can rally up against them. They are running around trying to collect tribute to rebuild, whatever stuff they feel like needs rebuilding. And are just collecting tribute, which means that's certainly something that Velignov remembers that doesn't go over too well with people. And if there are people who are upset about the tribute, then, maybe they'll be upset enough to actually fight him. Which will put them into, a good light once he takes over the entire mountain range. During that, He sent his minions to make contact with the various people. They found out that the silver dragon who supposedly killed the red dragon who was bothering merchants going south is lairing somewhere in the southern mountains there. But other than finding that out, there hasn't really been any more contact than that so far. There was a bit of an interlude regarding Velinov expanding his collection of behemoths. He did a little trip into the Underdark and did a little of, window shopping basically, but couldn't get any permanent supply of them, as well he needs to butter up at least one of the tribes. He did get some good info, so at least I know more now. Yeah, the Cult of Nobanian defended against Emmy and friends. Unfortunately, which is probably gonna be a reasonable topic this session, I reckon, as Emmy has actually asked for help from the other 2 dragons that are currently available, who were more than happy to respond to that call. In other news, some time ago, Velinov decided, hey, Cormier's a bit of a dick, but he can't fight it alone. So, Zambia also doesn't like it, so maybe Zambia can pay Velinov to be a dick to Cormier. Back then, that didn't work, but now, Zambia seemed more receptive to the idea, but basically demanded that Velinov has to show what he can do first. Which, why not? Velinov thought to himself, and attacked the Cormyrian-leaning town of Prosker, the gateway to the north there, and just made sure they had a very bad time. Cormier got upset about that, filled up their clock more than halfway, might do stuff against us, although I just saw that the clock went down the halfway point again. Who knows? Maybe they got over it. Yeah. There was one more revelation last session that I have not forgotten, but Velinov has not learned. It is that it was in fact Emmy who ordered his anvil to be stolen in his lair's hall. And that's about that.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. In recent news, Cormier, because it's relevant, Cormier has called, or rather, opened a bounty on a red worm in the Southlands known as Velignith. Whoever slays the beast and brings proof of the deed will be granted noble estate in the Cormyrian hinterlands. It's not known if anyone has really flocked to it, but it's a standing offer to make the realm safer.
There's a mass of kobolds that are gonna take Cormier up on that offer.
It's going to be very awkward when they give it a house. Then again, perhaps the shrewd will know that Cormier recently got this town, and so has a lot of new real estate here that's mostly just like wilderness to hand out to would-be adventurers. All right. Then I think the next thing we need to do is goals. Right? We have 1 open goal slot at the moment because we attracted the attention of Zambia. Currently, we have overthrow the merchant lord of Desir, claim territory from the hierarchy, destroy the local cult of Nobanian, deal with the Cormyrian fleet, and deal with the purple worm. Which I believe leaves Vesicatrix with a goal.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something that isn't taking over to steer.
Could be taken over to Seer.
That's true. I mean, so what I was thinking is, like, but that's what would definition of that be? Because like, the Cicatrix doesn't want to sit in the, in to see, like, wants to have people there who are loyal to her.
Yeah, you wouldn't be working to annex, you'd be working to control maybe.
Yeah. So I guess
If you just want like other
take
people.
control, but I feel like there's also already the goal of like dealing with or
Overthrowing the merchant lords?
yeah.
I think those are sufficiently different.
All right. Well, then I would like to put that on the table.
I accept it.
I mean, I have no opinion.
All right. I think that's in the current situation. I think that's a medium goal. Some work has certainly already been done on it. Some more work will have to be done, but it's a very strange situation at the moment.
It is.
Tend
Tend to
it's like
turn to my advantage.
take control of Tizir, I guess. By which we don't mean annexation or sort of integration. We mean just that you get some people who are friends to you know.
Like you know, sheep and Elversalt, except you know, not crazy cultists.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't mind some, but
They seem to be busy.
yeah, they have stuff.
Elversalt has a
I guess.
history
That's
of
fine.
cult activity.
I'm confident the cult of Asmodeus will be more than delighted to help
Yeah, I
you.
was gonna say, we were actually just specifying that, not just any crazy cult, because
They're ready and in position.
yeah, well,
Everyone has a price.
Hell already sold me, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
All right, good. That was a recap. That was a goal. I think then we can move straight into the year. It's New Year. It's early in the year, you know. Cold winds are stopping, mud everywhere, that sort of thing.
great.
You can heal up your factions.
Questions about factions, if any of us have any.
You can ask questions.
I have none.
I don't really either.
Got a bunch of behemoth stuff to digest.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm good for now.
I mean, I have some, but they're quite specific.
I mean, if you have questions, then ask them.
Okay, like no, I think it's more of a of an action I want to do than question.
That's good too.
Oh,
Because
I thought
next-
we were doing the spring. We were gonna smash some lions.
So, as a reminder, when we start sessions, we're allowed a number of questions equal to our company's influence, like about like the various factions on the board. And if they're not disguising that information, Manikai will just give it to us.
Like, what are these guys up to? Or who are these people? What are these two's relationship? You know.
Yeah, I don't have anything right now.
All right.
Okay.
That makes it quick.
These
I
are
have-
leader theory. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I have my my new initiative order for our bunch of actions, and I assume you have something you might want to take initiative upon. But if not, I certainly do.
And these are leader theories going to reach out to Dan. She's going to have Dan with his host of centaurs hold the Wimics in place. Not to start like a great fight, but she needs it so that when the dragons show up to fight Wimics, that the three dragons are not fighting every single Wimic on the plains. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of important. Or that the Wimics don't just suddenly like flee. So the centaurs can perform their task at holding the Wimics there. she can work with that.
Yeah, they will do what they can. The Wemmicks generally have a couple of packs, sort of, or prides, as it were, roaming separately, simply because it's hard to sustain their numbers on the land here. They don't want to overuse the land, after all.
Yeah. I remember you explaining that, the separate packs that were being led by the paladins. I recall.
But when they go to battle, basically, they call each other and join up. But yeah, Dan could certainly try to run. I mean, especially, you're not really asking him to engage directly, so
Nope.
he'll
No,
just
she informs Dan that she will be resolving this personally, and that his greatest service at the moment can be just holding them there.
That's okay. He wants them out at this point.
Yeah. The followers of Malar, who are like pickling about at this point, like she's not gonna summon up or muster them, but basically those who are there, basically just they're gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And as winter transitions to spring, because that's when the thaw comes, that's when this plan's going into action. Where Cicatrix and Valignith will be tugged on over.
Sure, Valignith will come without so much as a word.
Yeah.
How does he feel about the bounty?
I mean, it's a sign of respect.
I figured he'd be filled with pride about it.
How much is it, though?
It's a noble estate.
I mean, I don't think he has much of a concept what that really is.
It's probably true. What is a title of nobility and land?
A fancy house.
I mean, it sounds alright, but he sees himself more like, a couple of houses maybe? Like a city, perhaps?
Certainly isn't city level.
Difference between a couple of houses and a city.
Maybe they'll have to do a bit more,
Yeah.
Maybe they'll raise the bid if he pushes it. Yeah, I mean, you all know the way to the warm hill, and can meet up there just fine.
Yeah.
I think the direction is she doesn't want to go about it in a secretive fashion, in large part because with the plains there, the vast open plains, it's not exactly like there's a whole lot of hiding space. Have the centaurs engage, and as the Wemmicks have sort of congregated, the three dragons show up from the side and directly hunting leadership, whether it's one of the paladins or the sphinx, something important enough to stand out that the dragons can swoop on and fight directly.
Yeah. Fortunately, Diane has informed you that the Wemmicks do not favor great bows or something like that the centaurs sometimes use. They do throwing weapons primarily as their ranged option, so you can get within a decent range without getting who knows how many.
That is a good thing. We have approached a number of terrifying ranged combatants in our lifetime.
Oh yeah.
They can throw them pretty hard and pretty far because they are very strong creatures, but you can fly, and so fly up 20 squares or something.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a hard time getting anything high enough that way.
Right. They're not giants hurling damn boulders up in the skies.
No, those are that's a whole different level of strong.
We've seen some shit at this point
already.
already.
Need a magic item just to mimic it,
Yeah. To mimic it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be here all session.
Yes. Yeah.
I
suppose we'll
Yeah.
Sorry. Did you want to?
No. I don't care. I don't think time of day in particular, just even if it's a flavorful thing, I don't think she cares enough for this situation. It could be nighttime because we have dark vision. It could be when the sun's in a particular direction for cool cinematic effect. I think if one of the other dragons particularly cares, if Valignith wants the beautiful sun to glisten on his scales as he goes, and then she's like, whatever. She just wants to fight, which she usually doesn't.
Diane favors night attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Uh,
me too.
Just given his centaurs have low light vision, so sometimes there's a benefit to it. Beyond that, his affiliations also do not favor high sort of daytime.
Of course.
His powers of cold and darkness are
Well,
more
we're,
effective.
we're sick of Trix mentioning, like, how about night? Could we do night? And the Vizier's like, all right, we can do night.
He's a black dragon.
Okay.
Night.
There's no green time of day, so
No.
Oh, the poison hour.
Ah, nice. I love it.
Besides, it doesn't have to be daytime for them to see us coming, if you'd like.
Missouri doesn't feel strongly about it. So perfectly fine with her.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose what we see then is like you move towards one of the hills or something that is closer to the battlefield, so that you can react in real time to what the centaurs are doing,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe have a decent overlook. So why don't you? I mean, hell, you're dragons. You could probably each do me either nature or perception check to just like see how well you can get an overview of the enemy, because they don't really move information or anything.
With untrained wisdom checks, so it doesn't make a lack of difference.
Well, it might depend, like, on the quality of information you get, like the type of.
That is true. I feel like I was more of a looker than a knower, though.
Did were Psychiatrix roll for perception as well there, Aaron?
If you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, that's for nature.
Okay. All right. In case, I'll my highest modifier is
My
4 in nature.
modifiers are the same.
Mine are actually different, so I'll roll for perception. 19. Staggering rolls for us all around. A 3, a 3, and a 4. Hot.
Yeah, not fantastic.
15.
It's hard to see exactly how these people's tactics work and how they move. But yeah, there is one thing though that stands out to all of you, no matter how badly you roll, and that is the big flying creature that seems to survey things from above and doesn't really seem to engage. Basically, it seems like a large sort of flying lion creature.
It's a manticore, isn't it?
Or it's a sphinx.
It's a sphinx.
Oh, great.
Yeah. That's what Missouri would like say. Like she'd point up and she'd say, "That's got to be the leader, the sphinx." And then it's at that point where I'm like, Grimmith turns to the GM like, "Does my character know what a sphinx is?"
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'll say your ancestry is from the Gulfmere Forest there, so take a +2 to that.
Okay, we'll do.
Just from there's a greater chance than ordinary that you might know.
23.
All right, you have some idea of what a sphinx is. It is a magical creature, highly so. Essentially, a large flying lion. They can generally live for a very long time and tend to be more sort of guardians of holy places than actual generals or aggressors in any sort. They'd like to sort of just hang out and stay outside of whatever's going on anywhere. That might sound vague, but essentially they protect temples and the sort. They usually don't go seeking trouble out. They are known for one thing, and that is they can compel their foes to answer riddles or begin killing them if
Oh
they do
my
not.
god.
One moment.
Sorry. Yeah. Beyond that,
Arthur Riddle.
they're great flying magical lions. Very wise.
Are they lions in the sense that dragons are big lizards? Or are they lions?
I mean, they're physically lion-looking.
Okay.
Well, you know what they say. Only in destruction is the riddle revealed, or something.
There are probably other leaders.
What does it have in its pocket? It doesn't have pocket.
Damn.
Done. We won.
Since Grove is unavailable for the second, I'm gonna go grab my snacks.
Well, I'll have a drink right here.
Go,
I have it.
I'll grab a drink then.
Apologies about that. I'm good.
That's all right. It seemed to prompt everyone else to go get a drink except for me. But I'll say what I said. Beyond that, Grimmeth, they're large lines. They're
Mhm.
fairly tough and strong, but their strongest defense is will.
How good are they at flying?
They're very good at flying.
Okay.
They're not. What the hell is what's your fly speed? Let's see if I can compare to your
Yeah.
dragons.
My current fly speed is a whopping 5 because,
Heaviness. Yeah.
well,
All right. You would be fairly matched
okay.
in flight. They're not overly fast creatures. Usually they wouldn't be pursuit. Seeing it here, you don't believe that this is like a general or something, given what you know about sphinxes. It's more likely it's like a holy guardian or
Right.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
A blessing of the banyan, essentially, that it's been sent here. It is an Nathlan sphinx, which is slightly different. They've usually been here for a longer time and serve the cat lord directly, but usually they're protectors of the city. But that one has been sent here, certainly it's hard to argue it's not direct intervention, right? Even if they would.
Yeah. It's not just like boosted by Nobanya, but also like direct like interference from Nathlan. That's what I figured. Like the direct symbol of like Nathlan's like influence up here.
What better way to demoralize them than to take down their holiest of guardians first?
I figure like normally Wimix, my understanding is that they don't fly in all the versions of Dungeons and Dragons I've played over the years.
They don't. They do not fly.
Like this thing might obviously, scoot from us or what have you, but currently it has air superiority and we can force it into a different situation.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to engage really as much as it just sort of is there as a symbol. Overlooking the fight. It doesn't fly down to engage with the centaurs, or the couple of arrows that like shot its way just sort of fall off its fur without problem.
Missouri Leader Theor says, "That's the Sphinx that wanted to speak with me, if in an ambush. Absolutely sent from Nathlan. Wimix don't fly. It's up there. I want it."
You want it as in dead or as a pet?
She says,
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, I had to resist the typical like Grimmeth response there of yes. She says,
The player, yes.
She says, "I want to take that Sphinx back to my lair and drown it in the well of Malar. So yes, dead."
Can't drown if it's dead, though.
I'll figure it out.
Like, just nods. Basically the equivalent of a shrug.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time that Valignif would have seen her so prepared and wanting to do a fight, and currently the memory is escaping me.
Yeah, he's certainly not hiding his surprise, but not saying anything. He's just trying to be as neutral as possible, really.
She's anything, but this is a fight for whose view of nature and civilization is the rightest, the most correct.
Yeah. And I mean, in a very real way, it's a fight that has influence on that. Because I mean, the Emerald Enclave is a powerful entity, certainly in the region, that has influence on what I mean. Obadiah is a true neutral god who doesn't really care, but he could if his exarchs gain or lose power.
Well, rather than supporting whichever of the two sides you prefer most, you could just replace what nature represents with your own ideas.
And Missouri looks at Valignus, says, "You with me." She looks towards Recicatrix like, "Take whatever approach you find most appropriate in the skies."
She'll nod.
And
Sure.
with that, a few flaps of her wings, she takes off, and she beelines that Sphinx, going in an upward trajectory.
It will follow as best as he can, although Emmy is faster than he is by quite a bit, I believe.
And I have 5, you have 4.
Okay, not that much. I thought it was 2 more.
No, it's a Veristrix
It's
that have.
6.
Oh yeah, well, it's very strict so far.
It's a cloudy day, low-hanging clouds. So
That's night.
yeah,
It's nice.
if you want to try to do a stealth check as you approach, you certainly can.
I would like to. I feel like
normally the Sphinx might
wait a little
notice
bit.
you, but given it doesn't expect you, and it does sort of expect the others.
Yeah.
When they approach, they certainly would have the immediate. If you could do a stealth check against its passive perception here, then you can.
Can Valignus assist by being obnoxiously visible?
Sure.
Isn't he always?
Sure. Yeah.
Bit of a fire show.
Give me an intimidate check.
Oh yeah.
You can use that to assist. I think you might be at the level where you can't actually fail it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, +2.
Yep.
All right. 7. Well, 27.
27 just hits the passive perception of the Sphinx.
The +2, it mattered.
It really did. Yeah. You just barely managed to avoid its seeking gaze, which means that you will be hidden.
Swamp smell. It's not the gate. It's the swamp smell.
Yeah. Which means that you will be
Nice
hidden.
mud.
Fight. Beyond that, its reaction basically to seeing the dragons is to fly low and slightly away from the front, seemingly wishing to draw the dragons away from the main battle, to not have them influence that too much. Bringing just whichever unit, sort of other mimics around it gather as it does. God, these things are big. Let me just bring them to the map.
Wait, which map?
I'll reveal it to you when
Oh.
you need to worry about it.
Battle map, it just is the Sphinx.
We fight on the Sphinx.
I mean, hey.
Every round, 1d4 riddles appear, and we must solve the riddle.
Solve the riddles in 3 rounds or they explode.
You'd love that, Grimace.
No. I hate riddles so down.
I can do riddles, but I don't deal well with time pressure.
Ancient Darkness had a god of riddles, a dark god of riddles. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I flash back to that moment in Throne of Night where those 2 magma elementals or whatever appeared, and I was the only one who could understand them. And I got the riddle right, but I was just paralyzed there. I hate this. I hate Jonas. I hate this adventure path. I hate riddles.
You just got strong enough to be able to beat the elemental.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, they say that they will murder us. Go, attack.
We need to focus on something else because I could launch into an entire session episode on my hatred of riddles.
Hear the anger.
And the mechanic reasons why that.
something player character ability.
In 4th edition, luckily, as many things are, it's reduced to simply being an ability. That doesn't actually have the players have to answer riddles. Because the characters has to do that for them. Alright, I made the Dragon Hills visible. I'll be putting you here.
Dragon Hills. Good name.
Well, yeah. So Dragon Coast, Dragon Hills. Makes sense.
We'll be a Dragon Hill soon.
Should be Dragon Valley too, not Serpent.
There we go. So currently,
Need to kill that
well,
worm.
as it happens, there are some Wemmicks around. I mean, it's a Wemmick situation here. It's probably hard to get rid of. Most of them are armed with spears or javelins. The champion down here has a great sword on his back, but beyond that, also a holster of javelins. Javelins seem to be some of their preferred weapons. Beyond that, of course, they have their sort of a lionish claws and even quite large fangs. They don't have range to really shoot you before we enter the battle. So.
Yeah, I'm still loading.
Yeah, all three of us can retain that knowledge for when we successfully transfer over.
Yeah, I was like 41 of 130, so going strong.
There's a couple.
It is night after all, so the dark background certainly fits.
Yes,
that's
like
true.
all the extra loading is the blooming and shadow effects that Mannequin had to turn off.
Yeah.
But they were pre-rendered, so we still have to load in.
Oh, well, the Sphinx has gone to a sole hill, or rather a couple boulders laying together, whereupon a couple of trees stand as a bit of a landmark, perhaps, on this sort of open wide space. Maybe it's the idea somehow that it could like hide under the trees or something, but it doesn't seem to try. That said, it went to them purposefully when it saw you.
Them at us.
I'm sure the trees are alive. It'll grab the two dragons. The trees. I don't know how the treants kept up with the Wemmicks, but somehow. Little do you know that Valignith is an expert at destroying trees.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
Years of
I've loaded in. Look at all these.
yeah. If you put yourself down, I'll reveal a little bit more map just so you can have
Sure, I'll slap myself
a
down.
fair approach.
Yeah.
Pick your approach. That should be. These should be a little bit more spread around the hill.
We'll say,
They're not really just reacting to you coming this way.
mhm.
Around.
There we
Maybe
go.
listening to the Sphinx's wisdom or whatever. You can put yourself at a map edge of your desire, or even if you want to be like 5 or 10 in from the
Okay.
map edge, that's fine.
5 or 10. Let me go ahead and measure that out. We'll do like here.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Valignith's just following Emmy here.
Are you loaded in, Ari?
No. Not at all.
What happened to that superior
Oh,
European internet?
I guess because you guys have been on this map before. So what other assets did I hear you have already?
But I certainly wasn't on this machine.
Yeah, I mean, our internet sort of goes up and down a lot.
Right. You know what? I'll just copy a token from you for you.
Yeah, please. Unless it means
I
that
know
I have to
here
load
too.
even more. I mean,
You've already loaded your
more
token.
than
It'll be fine.
halfway.
It'll go much better now that 2 of us have finished transferring.
Imagine if we were 4 players, we'd stay forever. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you guys can just like pick a superior strategy, and I'm just gonna swoop in from behind and claw in the back.
So strategy is certainly not exactly what is on my character's mind right now.
It's like murder.
Frontal assault
the
is
plan?
a strategy.
It certainly has been in the past.
So far, it's never not worked eventually.
I mean,
Ram your
okay,
face in
eventually,
the
sure.
door.
If you bash your face against something for long enough,
Yeah, one of the two cracks, or both. $15 to go.
I think it's safe to say we'll roll initiative.
Yes. Yeah.
As your approach here, the Sphinx might be up for some words, but it doesn't seem like that's really.
I mean, you can click on my token and.
Want me to just initiative you?
Yes, if you roll well. Oh, well, that's right.
No,
that's decent.
could be worse.
I will accept it.
Oh, you got a pretty good bonus though.
Yeah, I do. Well, I have Dex.
Yeah, that's the dexterity thing.
Plus
You know, I'm
14,
rocking
wow.
my -1 dex modifiers. So
It's so weird. My defender has no Dex, so it's like, oh, hey.
Hmm.
Has so much initiative without having improved initiative.
the Lignith crush that roll.
He saw the trees and he was like,
Yeah.
Since the Berserkatrix is hidden, we can just.
yeah, do I have to zoom? I have loaded everything on the map, it says, but it's
I'll
still
let
all
you look
blank. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you good? Do you want to be
Oh,
there?
Lord.
Or do you want to be? Currently, you're hidden. Well, you're a little.
Yeah, I'll stay here. It's fine.
Okay, sure.
I mean,
You're
what
the-
she's gonna do is that she wants to backstab.
Currently, nobody sees you
Yeah.
because you're basically just swooping down from the dark clouds in the night. So, beautiful black dragon counter shading going on.
Counter.
All right. Yeah, the Sphinx will hover here. Turning to Imizure. As she, I mean, what does she look like to the Sphinx?
This gray green dragon, servant of Malar, like eyes firmly focused on the Sphinx. I don't know how draconic like facial emotions work, so it's difficult for me, a human, to emote for the Sphinx.
The Sphinx probably doesn't know either. What they mean.
How do other creatures interpret the expressions of dragons?
Probably threatening generally.
Mhm.
But the Sphinx considers themselves a heightened mind and somewhat above such
Emotions.
such considerations. Yeah, certainly a proud creature. As ancient enigma sees these two dragons, will turn to them.
Wait,
And,
is that its name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we gotta murder
Wow.
it.
Wow. We'll look to them and call out in a magically enhanced, loud voice, booming voice. It will do common because Draconic is not really its thing. Yeah. We'll call. Have you come to surrender? If so, land and allow my fellows to bind you. Then we shall give you mercy after we retake the hill. There can yet be a place for you in a better world than this one. It'll say with a confident lion smirk.
Wait, can I can still hear this, right?
Yeah. And look not too unlike what you see on its face from token.
I do not think Imizure Leaderthier is capable of reply. I think the savagery of Malar is with her, and I think that is just like there's no reply that she can give this damn thing. It's just it's just like she can't muster up the words to reply in any language.
Yeah. The Werrick will move in to be between the Sphinx and you, though it's on the ground. It sort of picks out a heavy javelin. Clearly, not a wooden or bone as you might expect from the Wemmick, but it has been given a steel-tipped javelins. Probably another gift from the Cat Lords of Math.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Wise people.
As it doesn't really want to engage, like it doesn't know how to engage you at the moment, so I'll just wait for you to come closer. Malignant.
All right. Over the annoyingly booming voice of the Nephilim swings, Villigneth will say some words of himself, not roaring them to the enemies, but rather borderline, well, not whispering, but certainly, talking just loud enough for Emmy to hear, as he will say in Draconic, "You are angry, that is good, use it. You are not here to hunt, no, you are here to bring the slaughter that only comes on dragon wings. So show them what you are." As he will use Divine Favor on someone who is not himself for the first time ever, which will be on Emmy. You get a +2 to attack and damage rolls, and once you're bloodied, you may spend a healing surge as a free action.
Okay.
And then he is gonna veer off this direction and move his 4 amazing squares. Hooray.
Heavy wings.
No. The freight train
That's very true.
without a locomotive, just sort of drifting around. Minor action, I don't really have anything to do that, so that'll be his turn.
Right. The cicatrix. If you want to just delay, you can. Or if you want to move, you can. Though if you move close to them, of course, they would get another perception check to try to...
Yeah, see, I'm torn because on one hand, I have a good initiative and I'm not keen to be like put below all these tribal idiots, you know.
What is your speeds, actually? Your move speed and fly speed?
6.
For both?
No, it's me.
Yeah, but for
Oh,
both your
fly
speed.
speed. Yes, I believe so.
Well, our speeds and fly speeds are mechanically like different normally. Manikai made
Oh.
them so that way. So them being equal for you would be puzzling.
Okay. I don't have anything on that.
Okay. It should be in the original document. I can but
So a true dragon has a speed of 6 and gains a fly speed of 3 plus 1 for every 10 character levels.
Oh, okay. So I guess then we would all have 4.
5.
5? 5?
Wait.
Oh. What?
No, 4.
Oh, 4.
We got an extra
Plus
we
1.
got an extra plus 1 for being large size.
Okay.
So you have I'll let you do it.
Yeah. I have 5 because I have something that cancels out my armor penalty. Sheep has 4 because he doesn't.
Oh, I see.
So on your token it says ordinarily you would have 6 speed.
Yes.
Then because you're large you have 7.
Oh, on land.
Yes.
Am I landed right now?
Are you? I figured you were flying, but
Yeah, I thought so. I feel like red trees were not as good for hiding me.
I mean, no,
It's
but no one's
dark,
up
I
here
know.
either.
So if I delay, I could go temporary out of initiative, or how does it work?
You just wait with taking your actions until you say that you want to.
Okay, can I delay till after Emissary's turn?
You can delay until you interrupt me. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll delay.
All right, Missouri.
In Missouri, moves 5, like so. She eyes the Sphinx. I think so. I think before I use a standard or a minor action, as a free action, she is going to activate her Helm of Vision Unclouded. Is this a trap that involves invisible shit? So she can see invisible creatures and objects until the end of her next turn.
So, no, not invisible things directly. However, I will let you take a perception check as you're definitely like checking things out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. D20 plus 15 for perception. 17.
No, I mean you do see some movement in this, like between the trees. It's clear that something might be hidden there, though with that you can't quite make out what. It's not invisible though.
Okay. She'll call out in Draconic to Velignith that there's something in the trees. With her standard action, I think she is going to convert that to a... Yeah, I think the Defender will just convert that into a move action and just keep flying along. And the minor action will be to give herself temporary hit points using Psionic Vigor. I'll be end of my turn.
I think I'll go then and start trying to get closer. Wait, where was it? In the woods?
Somewhere in the trees, yeah. You've heard the words. You can try to take a look too if you want.
Yes, I would like to do that. So perception, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. 1, 2. Come on. No.
Oh, you can see large things, but
Large things.
Yeah.
Oh.
you have to get closer. But then maybe they could see you too.
Yeah, well. Wait, they're under the fucking
Foliage, yeah.
foliage. Well, fuck that. I'm just gonna fly around then, I suppose.
I mean, you could fly over the trees just fine.
Yeah,
You see, there's nothing on top of the trees.
but what if they shoot me or something?
It's always a concern.
It is a concern. Eh. I'll go here. Do you want me to do another self check?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, and
I don't mean to make you do checks until you fail. That's not what we're doing here. You did a good check, and so you're good until something with a better perception.
okay.
Which is rare, I'll say, at this point. Can get a.
Oh, okay.
You're doing
Well,
very well.
so you're saying I could possibly move more?
Yes,
That's what I heard.
you
Okay.
definitely can.
I'm gonna double move then.
Okay. Willingness, you should have an action point.
That is true.
Okay.
All right. The tribals will begin to move forward with snarling roars to do what they do, which is throw javelins at dragons. Here comes an attack against Emissary Litterthier. Chuck will miss. This one moves under Dignith. This will do a similar action. As they fan out to get you from many different sides, seemingly. The Sphinx. It's a very intelligent creature. So it has 2 dragons to deal with here. That could be something. Sort of stalling because Grimmeth isn't here. And this thing is powerful.
Looks like hipster Simba.
Wow. Judgy much.
that you see, blah 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 blah. No one cares. Like,
If we start by flying over here, it's not super fast as a flyer. We'll look over to Velignith and we'll look him in the eyes. As it does, he will feel a universe, one of the universe's great mysteries, play down upon his mind, forcing him to answer. All right, Missouri, the Sphinx has moved slightly to the side because it's a smart creature, and ideally wants to deal with one dragon. As such, it looks to Velignith over there and projects a riddle to his mind. Velignith is compelled to contemplate the riddle. He is dazed until the end of the encounter or until he answers the riddle. To answer the riddle, he must spend a minor action to succeed at a DC 25 history check to get rid of it.
Excuse me?
If he does not attempt to get rid of it, he will take 2d8 psychic damage at the end of his turn. On any given turn. An ally can also do it for him. But if that happens, the effect ends, and he just takes some extra damage for having cheated, essentially. There you go.
Check.
He is now compelled to think about riddles. We shall give him a yellow aura for that. And he is dazed. Because his mind just can't stop trying.
That's an at will?
Yes, but you can only have one at a time.
Okay.
Just everyone just...
Everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, everyone just gets in a riddle and...
No, he gets to do one at a time. And then, well, it already moved, so I guess that might not have been the smartest thing to do, actually. But that's how it goes. It felt this was needed. From what it had heard, Velignith was stupid, so he won't never be able to answer its riddle. And so will be taken out of the battle eventually.
I mean, he's not wrong, but how dare you?
Yeah.
Actually, that's stupid.
This Wemmick will try to do what it does, which is be in the way of Missouri, ideally by hitting with a javelin. See, there's a couple different varieties of javelin here that it can do. Because javelins are sort of what they do, these guys. It will just try to do a powerful throw. See if it can hit. Oh, it might hit.
Yeah, that hits. And
it thunders an iron javelin, really large iron spike, upwards towards Imizura's sort of stomach area.
She'll have an immediate reaction to that, but let me go ahead and take this damage. So 9, 122 plus 7, 4 HP. Okay. As an immediate reaction, okay, she wants to get the attention of Imizura Leader. She hasn't. As her claw rips through time and space at a persistent Harrier attack against a champion.
All right.
That'll be a 29 versus armor class.
That hits, yeah.
Okay, 22 damage then. 22, and she stops flying as she teleports adjacent to it.
Okay. Sure, yeah. The Sphinx is flying low, but it is flying, so you're not currently engaged.
Okay.
All right. Unfortunate, but so be it. These guys are pretty good at throwing javelins, and that's what they'll continue. It roars in Missouri's face, challenging. Perhaps not used to knowing the power of dragons.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Beyond that, though, this move down has triggered something in the little woods. As you're now on the ground, basically no longer the foliage will shield them from above.
Okay.
She will see a large man lion, sort of half hunched over, with shining bright eyes. A type of creature she certainly knows well herself. A were creature. Nathlan has lions, but beyond that, Nobanian also is known to perform a ritual that cleanses them of their rage and makes them serene great guardians.
Ugh.
Somewhat of a I mean, it is sacred, right? But certainly something Mala would think is sacrilegious, really. As it will move over here for ease of use. To try to bite. Of course, you're immune to any disease. You can't be a dragon or a lion.
I'd certainly be something. No, that doesn't hit. Is that my path to power right there, Manikai?
I will reveal the other one too. It's, here. They are skulking, hunched over, trying to wait for something to land.
Mm-hmm.
Malignith, you have a riddle on your mind.
He does.
Tantalize
It's true.
history.
So, it would have been really funny if this were like a save ends effect, because then Malignith could just ignore the riddle, but it is not. It is a history check. I mean, that's really rude.
Mm-hmm. Only if
Here's
you
the thing.
do a minor action to try, right? Being dazed, that sort of.
It is pretty bad. I could move, but I don't know what moving would actually
Yeah.
get me.
And here's the thing. Let's say you do roll well enough to beat the DC 25. That's an at-will minor action for it.
Just gonna do it again.
You're just going to do it again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move. So,
All right.
exactly probably know where this is coming from. He ponders the universe a lot, but never asked himself this stupid thing. Like, who cares? What do you miss this?
Well, he has to care.
And that'll be his singular action, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, this lion sees what's going on there and will double move over here. Trying to ready up a pounce or something. Imizure.
Okay.
The haughty sphinx looks down, pitying the dragon.
Not a whole lot of creatures pity dragons. This is
Completely what the
Well,
player area is like, no, let's fuck this bitch up.
You could have been a great guardian of the forest, you know.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
That's what they say about green dragons. Yeah, good dragon is very peaceful. Yeah.
You know, it's the green day.
Okay. I think a minor action is going to be used on a 1 power point Battle Mind's Demand. I'm going to mark the champion and the Sphinx until I use this power again or until the end of the encounter.
Yep.
Okay. I think my next trick is look at the Wimmick champion. That Sphinx, yeah, and the Lions, yeah, I don't feel great about those, but I'm down here. This champion needs to be taught a lesson. As rock and bits and pieces of ground rise up from beneath her and surrounding the green dragon as she lashes out with a claw at the champion in a living fortress attack. A 37 versus armor class.
Oh, most definitely.
That'll be 22 points of damage, and until the end of the encounter, she and allies adjacent to her have cover, which she can expend.
The Wemmick looks very close to bloodied.
Okay.
Stumbles back from the blow.
I think then, sort of like in like anger at like this damn champion who has derailed her, I'm gonna use that move action into a minor action, and I think we will. Maybe not. She doesn't know whether any of these creatures has like a thing that can like hold her down. And she will not be held down. She is too angry and too motivated by Malar for this. She cannot be slowed, immobilized, or restrained until the end of this encounter.
Oh, all right.
Okay, that'll be the end of her turn.
Sure. Cicatrix.
Yes, it's me. I mean, we're gonna start moving here. No, here. One.
There's nothing more hidden in the trees. But
Oh, well, I don't know how high I'm up, so
it's up to you.
I feel like it's a lot easier for me to just go with my fly speed than.
Sure. I mean, if you want to land, you can just do that.
Can I? And then, but
Yeah,
then,
you can just have landed. It's fine.
okay. Yeah.
Because you're faster on land.
Wait, is it difficult terrain from all that bullshit?
No, I mean it looks big because of the crowns, right? But the tree trunks are some like there's space in there. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to move out through it so easily.
Right.
If you were to climb in the trees, it would be for everyone.
Yeah, I'm not planning to.
But
You know, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah. I am gonna. That was my move action.
mhm.
Then I am gonna use a minor action, which is meditation of the blade. Until the end of the encounter, your dagger damage die increases by 1 size.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and can I hit it from here? Yes.
Oh, before you move up to 2. All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You have combat advantage because you know.
I do, so I'll add a sneak attack to that.
Oh my. As you stab the lion, or rather, I guess, claw bite him in the back.
Yeah, that was claws. Like right on the butt.
Furry lion butt.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, so that is 44 damage. Crunch. The lion is fairly tough as you strike him. His body also beginning to heal. Not should he die, but until death incurs, it'll keep mending itself, unless you have silver. Which dragons
Don't have silver inlaid nails now. Oh, also since I attacked with advantage, I have my +2 from my. I have concealment.
you just keep track of that.
Yeah.
Right. So I can move over here and try to throw a javelin at our Valignith. Chuck. That looks like a hit.
Does look like a hit.
8 damage.
Oh no.
One can't quite get in range. So I'll move over here. Basically, I'm saying you're flying up, so they'll move next to you to use the range. Chuck. They basically just surround you or under you, sort of forming up and moving along you as you fly, throwing their javelins up. Like this will move over here and throw a javelin at Immiserated here.
Yeah, that'll hit, and that'll provoke an immediate reaction. We'll go ahead and take the 8 damage. It's 96. As an immediate reaction, she will invoke Mental Zephyr. So she will shift 1 square, like so. And until the end of her next turn, she is insubstantial and phasing, and her attacks ignore the insubstantial quality.
All right. And this one will just...
Wait, did I move myself wrong?
No.
I'm not next to the Sphinx.
No. You attacked the lion.
Okay,
yeah. Because the Sphinx is flying still.
Yeah. Well.
And looks at what's currently going on. There's unexpected. That is unexpected.
Yeah, well.
It doesn't like unexpectedness. It wishes to get this dragon. But it is also marked. And this dragon down here is of Malar. So, you know what? This Sphinx is feeling haughty. It will land, like here. And look straight in Mizrae's face.
Okay.
Use its power. Now, you have not currently failed one of its riddles. It glances at Velignith. So it will have to use its claws for now.
Okay. That hits. That deals half damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 96 minus 12, 84. Okay.
Yeah, it won't use its action point yet. Not while you're facing. As it moves down and just reaches out, scratches its massive lion paw. Magical lion paw. The Wemmick champion will swirl around. He's also sort of being yeah. He's being controlled as well. Given this current situation though, he needs to provide some help for the Sphinx. He will draw his sword and move in like so.
Okay.
To attack with combat advantage. Does he not have? Yeah, he totally does. I just don't have a. Okay, well, swing the sword.
Okay. That'll hit.
Yeah, you'll forgive me just a second because apparently the bite macro didn't go over.
Go ahead.
Damn, they're hitting well.
They are.
Action point. No, I have one. Did we spend our action points last time?
We have a long rest.
Oh.
So you have that back.
Great. Time to murder.
Bite. All right, and it gets to bite as
That
well.
will not hit.
As its sword seems to mostly be for like parrying your blows and such until it can.
Isn't it a centaur?
Yeah.
It's a Wemmick, not a centaur.
Like a lion centaur.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird.
Really? We're dragons, and you say that's
I
weird?
would just still think that, a sword was more effective, but hey.
Yeah, I'd mostly use the sword to try to get an opening for the to get close enough for the.
I mean, I would be surprised if.
This one will turn around. Also, it will heal based on its regeneration. That it, of course, has as a were creature. Even a blessed were creature of Nobanian. It's true.
Ugh.
And then it will try to bite you. 32?
No, just hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
Tears into you.
It really does.
Malignith.
Jokes on the Sphinx. Velignith has cracked the code. Can never fail one of the riddles. He never answers one.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna stay
He
dazed.
cannot be hit by the corrective mauling. It's attack that only trigger they can use whenever you fail the thing.
Well, he will not. But these Wemmicks have been so nice to bunch up right below the red dragon, which seems like a terrible idea. He's gonna send some fire down there. Maybe dazed. He may be dazed, but spitting fire doesn't take much brain power. That's fine. So he's gonna bathe them in the purifying flames. Purifying fire, even. Which is a 23 on number 3. crit.
That is a hit. A crit.
A crit, okay.
Yeah.
And that is 28 damage and 10 ongoing on the crit.
8 damage. And be dead.
And half damage on the rest. I didn't realize these guys were mooks.
They're minions though, so they don't take half.
I figured they were minions.
They were large. I figured they actually had hit points. That was a bit overkill then.
They do, but not compared to you.
Well, I mean, it was overkill in the sense that you killed one out of them.
Yeah. Had I hit, this could have been overkill.
And then we'll see how much damage you take. Looks like it'll be 8
8 psychic. Right. Stupid.
psychic damage.
How dare you rush Velip in
It's
front
still
of Riddle?
less than I got hit by that fucking lion, man.
This lion, yeah, there's a dragon here that needs to be taken.
Oh, I forgot my stuff.
Move over. Yeah, what stuff?
No, sorry. I'll do it next time. It's fine.
Okay. And it'll bite.
That will not hit. I have cover.
All right. In Missouri.
Missouri leader there looks at the Sphinx that dared to land in front of her. She rears back like her tail to lash out, to channel a burst of pain into the Sphinx's mind. As if this is where the Sphinx is the strongest, then she wants a piece of it with her Mind Blade attack. 36 versus Will.
That will break its strongest defense, yeah.
It will fall unconscious.
Unconscious?
Power move.
Save odds.
Terrible.
Conscious targets are helpless. They take -5 to all defenses, can't take actions, they fall prone if possible, and can't flank. They grant combat advantage and can be the target of a coup de grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look at that.
Looks down. I was like, all these wigs here are fighting. She looks at the Sphinx. She manipulates its brain to make the Sphinx collapse to the ground. All right. Great. Go ahead and spend an action point now. I was going to save that because I still am insubstantial in phasing, but what the hell? I am insubstantial in phasing until the start of my next turn. Ooh. So I take half damage from any attack that deals damage to me. I can ignore difficult terrain and move through like other obstacles and creatures and what have you. Okay. So, that's that. My action point. I still have a move and a minor. We'll wait on those for a moment. Standard is going to be a 1 power point brutal barrage attack. As she performs that coup de grace action. So she can use any attack power she can normally use against the enemy, including a basic attack. I'm not looking to try and slay the target outright, but more along the lines of any hits that I get and the helpless creature scores a critical hit, which is important for me.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Right.
It's helpless. I have combat advantage. It has a -5 to defenses. I have a +2 from the combat advantage. I have an extra +2, so I have a +9 to my attack rolls here. So let's see here. The lowest there is going to be a 31 versus armor class.
And they all hit.
Okay. So, let's see here. That's going to be 40 damage plus an extra 3d8, 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 3d8. So 12d8 plus 40. 83 points of damage on the Sphinx.
It's called a Nova.
Oh, God.
Yeah. As the Mind Blade strikes the Sphinx's mind. Maybe even Velignith gets some joy out of that.
Actually, shit. That needs to have another +8 added to it because I deal extra damage from the thing that Velignith did to me, so 91 points of damage.
Look at that. That also stacks excellently with the many attacks of this power.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's prone, but I guess that it kind of already is.
Yeah, I already have the sound. Yeah, I already have that.
Knock it out. Oh boy. Okay, so that's 91 damage. Now that is not its bloody. Its bloody value is higher than that, but that is an unhealthy chunk of damage, and it still is a save ends effect.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even wake up.
What is coup de grace? Is it like a standard action?
It's a special action. You can
So
do.
Okay.
use any attack power you can normally use against the enemy, including a basic attack. So if you deal damage, and this would be like with a singular attack, so my Brutal Barrage doesn't work with that so well anyway, but if you deal damage greater than or equal to the target's blade value, the target dies. So yeah, you have perfect opportunity to coup de grace this damn thing while it's down here, completely helpless.
Basically, it's just laying there, like, completely knocked out.
I
You can
mean,
stab it.
I mean, you're a
it's all
striker,
about
so
getting the advantage. So she'll
Yeah.
shift.
Three
I'm
free
still
crit.
my turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like this. The
There's so much. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Murder.
Yeah, murder. Let's see here. As a sort of a minor action, because I have one of those, because I didn't use my minor or my move. She, what is this? It's a blast 4? Yeah, close blast 4. Important to keep in mind. She'll like rear her head around at these three, the champion and then the two like Wimic tribals who are back here, to breathe poison all over them.
We'll do tribal 2, champion, tribal 6.
22, 20, and 31 versus reflex. Yuck.
Then the bottom one here is kill.
Okay.
The others sort of jump out of the way.
The move action will go into a minor action to activate her Talon Amulet. So any creature that does hit her with a melee attack takes 1d6 damage. That'll be another my turn.
All right. Reciprocatrix.
Oh, yes. So
Like,
excited.
tries to move between you and the.
I'll shift.
Okay.
And then I will do my where are you? Here. Boop, boop.
So it's going to be with a +7 because it has a -5 to its defenses, and you have combat advantage. So 40 versus armor class.
That hits.
Would you
And-
say that I'm flanking? Oh, I have advantage anyway.
Yeah. Now, with a coup de grace, any hit is a critical hit, so that's not 13 damage.
Oh. Well,
That's whatever your critical hit total is.
but with my bonuses to critical hit too.
Yeah, you just crit.
Oh, I did.
Any hit with a coup de grace is a critical hit.
Okay, let me just. Oh, God.
So it makes this power so excellent and fantastic.
Yeah.
And crazy.
I'm like,
Like
Well,
I
I
deal
mean-
literally 0 damage with it, but it compensates by turning someone unconscious.
So that's not 13. It is, 18.
Mhm.
Welcome to dealing 1d6.
Yeah.
And then we roll a sneak attack. And then we roll our critical hit die. And then we try to hit it with this attack.
So it's a +7, so that's a 28 versus armor class on the Sphinx.
Would hit, but it's a nat 1. So.
Ah, yeah.
Oh. Well, that's alright. Are you adding up, Malachi?
All right. So we have 18. Is that with the extra 4 from shifting?
What? Why would
For
I?
the first
Oh,
attack.
no, it is not. You're right.
Okay, so that is 22 plus 24.
46,
That's 46.
that's 50, 58.
58. All right.
Is that adding the extra like damage die upgrade you did for your daggers?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that you're factoring that in.
Wait, did I hit the right one?
58.
I'm just gonna say yes.
Okay.
I can't
Crunch.
see it.
Another massive strike.
Wait. I believe I have a power that I forgot on.
Okay. Yeah, you have something that
Yes.
triggers an attack on crits. Because if so, you've
Critical-
got synergy.
No, not yet. Sorry. Next
Hmm.
turn.
Now, do you want to use your action point to perform another attack against the unconscious enemy?
You know what? That's a great idea. I think I'll do that. And we will.
Like, it literally doesn't get better right now.
Wait. Does it have to make a save every turn?
It will it will get a save to save against unconsciousness,
Okay.
and there's no telling what a bonus like this might have against
That's true.
anything.
Okay, we will do our mind-boggling assault then.
All right, I mean, that definitely hits. It's a
Oh
daily.
god, it's also critical. Ah!
That's a crit then.
Yes. So that is 24 damage on that.
-2 to attack rolls.
Yes.
4 damage.
And yes, let me see here. Where is it? God. encounter blade wall. The only fucking thing I did not change my macro for, but that's okay. We're gonna do it right now.
You
And
didn't
then,
as many crits.
yep, I don't, use our critical opportunity.
Okay, minor action. That's your minor action then. It's also. I mean, that's then another crit.
It's also another crit.
So that's
Oh.
max damage of 3d6. 18 plus 12 is
30.
30.
Wait, and
And then whatever.
wait,
Is that a weapon attack?
critical opportunity?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then both of them also should have your weapon crit dice, right?
Oh lord.
Yeah, like whenever
Oh,
I
wow.
crit, like my brutal barrage was adding a 3d8 there, but if typically it's like a 3d6 or
Plus-
whatever.
Plus,
Yeah.
10 and plus 28. To actually-
Let me just check my feed here. Because I do believe.
it looks like
So, two
two-
weapon opening says crit with main weapon grants free melee basic attack against the target with offhand weapon.
Right, so free action.
Do I get that? Let's see.
I guess you'd get 2 more of those.
I guess.
Yeah, free. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then it triggers on every crit.
Which would also
Another-
crit.
Plus 7.
That's
With
another.
the hit.
And these would then also crit, yeah?
This can't be a feedback loop that
No,
continues.
no. They cannot. That cannot.
It would crit, but it's
It's just
by
damage.
itself, it's the offhand you're using.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't trigger itself.
Yeah.
So that's then plus 14 and plus 14 plus. Do you have extra crit dice on the offhand weapon?
No.
Okay. God, I need to make that an actual roll.
Slash roll.
Just because it's getting these numbers are big enough that it hurts my head a little bit.
That's right.
I said I wasn't feeling super great. Don't judge me.
I'm
All
not.
right, it's bloodied. It's
Nice.
oh god. Yeah. Okay. So that's like another almost 200 damage there.
Yeah.
It took-
I was when I got this power, I was like, there's no striker in the party, but I can make this work. And Jonas was gonna come back, and I was like, yeah, well, we can make this work. The striker's gonna be here. And now that you're here, you're a striker. Here you go.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna
sorry.
suplex you.
I
Yeah.
also get to do sneak attack again if I use an action point to do another attack.
Oh,
So
well, let's
let
you
me
know.
just.
Okay, that's
That's really bad rules.
well, you know.
But side damage.
Yeah, why
It's
not?
free.
This is what the rogue wants, right?
That's right. We'll give you your own riddle to solve.
Stab. Turns out it riddles
Just
the wrong
wondering
dragon.
how it looks when the signature is just like. I don't even know.
No
I feel like
shit.
it's almost like a gleeful. Like you see this enemy like put low, like mentally stunned, and then just like in the perfect, you could just. I mean,
Yeah.
just rip and tear.
Yeah,
like-
because she like almost slithers over there because it's
Like,
free ships, right?
Is this
It's
for
just like-
me? Is it this the gift you got for me? Like you said you were gonna fight seriously, and this is it? This is it right here? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's like yes.
Oh God. Okay. Well. I mean,
Smeared in the
It's
blood of her
fine.
enemy.
this one move over here and throw a javelin at Berserkatrix. God. Oh,
No, that will definitely not.
this one will
I have
We're
all my
into-
bonuses.
attack Muserai.
That will hit even through her cover, and will spark an immediate reaction from her as her turn has passed. Her counterattack will lash out against each enemy in close burst 3, which draw that we know like comes from all the squares simultaneously for a large sized creature.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets. One of them being the Nephilim Sphinx, which I guess is number 4. Or, yeah. So, Pavic feedback, 6 targets. Those are all against armor class, and the 37 there will actually be a 46 versus armor class. And will crit.
Miss.
Uh,
Hit.
I guess that'll also have a +2 modifier from the thing that Malignant did to me. Shit.
Shit. Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, all of those have a +2.
Hits. Misses. Hits.
So,
Misses. Hits. Okay. So you
So-
missed 2 people behind
Okay.
you.
all right. The full damage then is 23 damage. The half damage is 23 minus 2, so 11 damage. The Naflin Sphinx is going to take a bit extra in the 23 plus 3d8, because my weapon does 3d8. Will take 36 points of damage instead. Everyone who's hit gets pushed 3 squares away from me, and you can just assign them wherever.
So the tribal 2 will take d6 from your amulet, right?
Yeah, anyone who hit me, which was that when the tribal, will also take a d6 from the amulet.
Dice.
He's logging. So I
Good
guess
call.
you hit the
Yeah.
Nathan Sphinx. We'll like fling it over here.
Yeah. And anyone that I missed gets pushed 1 square away from me.
All right.
As I get hit, the Wimmick tribal just immediately dies in because the Talon amulet, and just like a wave of psychic energy just manifests and just shoves like all the creatures away from her.
Boom. She
Yes.
means business. I'm beginning to understand.
Oh,
And also take
All right.
substantial phasing
oh my
until the start of my
lord.
next turn. So yeah, I only take half damage from that. So
Well,
75.
All right. We'll just see that and throw Javelin Velignith. 28.
I mean, since he has combat advantage and I have low AC, that hits. Yeah.
Cool. This just seems like this is like a bad idea. I'll come over here and do the same.
Sure, bunch up again. That worked out so well last time.
Well, I mean, you see, you're a religious enemy, so what are you gonna do? Okay, then I think it gets a save. Makes it.
Yep.
Wake up.
Turn ends, still prone, no longer unconscious.
After damage or something, right?
Bleeding
Yeah,
everywhere.
so let me scroll up for that. There's an after effect for damage that I have to
16.
find because it's buried. 16, so 16 damage. 16 psychic damage.
Ah. Oh boy. All right. Great. Great times. This Wimmick knows that it has to do something to try to make you not just go over there and continue. So it will use its other throw, less damage, but maybe it can knock you down. So it'll use a knockdown throw. Point blank
20
range. against the
28
Mishra.
versus Fortitude? Yeah, that definitely hits even with my cover.
All right, then you can take 10 damage. I guess it pushes you 3 squares and knocks you prone, though.
All right.
It actually didn't want to push you squares, but what
Yep.
can you do?
I'll take half of that, and where do you want to shove me? Like here?
Yeah, just up there by the lion.
All right, shove me next to the damn Sphinx.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
I like this plan.
Raise the freaking javelin to
Great.
her back, and
I fall prone.
he'll move up here too to get some flanking there. These lions feel a little ignored right now.
Well, they just got hit.
It's true. He'll come down here, attack with Psychic Tricks with actually get on that rock and then use a pouncing attack. Charge. Pounce. Ah.
Where Cicatrix now also has cover as well, because she is adjacent to Embusere Leader here.
That looks like a total miss.
I have
Yeah.
it as well because I attacked with advantage.
That's the,
Well, you have concealment. It's different
Yeah.
from cover.
Oh, it is?
Yes, mechanically different too.
as the were lion comes from behind, just misses completely.
Somehow.
I mean, you're a powerful dragon.
Yeah. I think it's just like she
Sorry,
just moves so much.
It's clicking live, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Malignant.
Legnev's gonna move.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, even though it says end of the encounter, if the Sphinx dies, it magic stops.
Great.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Solve the
Vilignif,
riddle.
Vilignif might die from stubbornness at refusing to answer this riddle.
He just lays there in the Dragonfane for 200 years, like,
Exactly. He's gonna fly here, and then he's gonna action point, which I
just
believe I'm still
actually
allowed
want
to
to
do.
know.
Yeah, I think so.
Which means, as a free action, you can also do, you can do a Dragon Breath, which you will do over everyone. Yay. Now, his Dragon Breath is special. He's awesome in the sense that it only hurts those who he wants to hurt. So it's gonna only attack the champion, the Sphinx, and the Werelion over there.
Well, the champion is hit. The Sphinx is hit, and the Werelion is crit.
Right, 26 for the champion and the Sphinx. 31 for the Werelion, and Emmy and the Cicatrix, as the flames wash over them, gain 6 temporary hit points.
okay.
Werelion is bloodied.
And then, since I've I've moved, but the action point gets me another action I can use despite the days. Okay. That is gonna be... Can that be a charge?
Sure, I don't see why not.
That seems like a good idea. No, it doesn't. No.
Does it though?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's a good idea. He's just gonna heal himself. No, he doesn't want to take all the glory in this fight. This is Emmy's fight. He's gonna heal himself for a sad bonus. That's sad bonus. Only a plus 19 to a sitting such.
So dumb.
Okay, clerics.
And he's at full health. Okay, that'll be his turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, Werelion had hoped he would come down, but he didn't. So it'll move and pounce. Trying to jump misery here with advantage.
I do take damage from not answering the riddle.
You do, yes, sorry.
So I'm
Give me this
still...
7 damage.
I will take half of that, because my insubstantial and phasing will fade away right after its turn. So that's 17. So 70 plus 6 minus 17. That's 59. That is enough to put me in bloodied, which will trigger the power that Valignith put on me. So I spend a healing surge as a free action, yeah, Sheep? Is that right?
Yes, a healing surge plus 6, because it's an effect that originates from Valignith.
Okay, so 95 hit points. I am no longer bloodied. As the...
And then you look better.
Yeah, the Werelion reconstitutes all the mist and whatever because of my phasing stuff. There we go. You put me back together, Werelion. I'm proud of you.
There's some damage he takes, yeah.
It sure is. A whopping 5.
5.
You'll regenerate that next turn.
All right.
Okay. I am no longer insubstantial and phasing. I will stand up as a move action. So I'm no longer prone. Hooray. Looks down at the Sphinx. I mean, the champion's there, and she definitely wants a piece of that champion, but, things are happening right now. So I'm going to go ahead and 2 power point augment a knifing wind attack against the Sphinx. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Let's go ahead and do that. I have combat advantage, and I have another +2. So that'll be a 27 versus armor class.
Just misses.
Okay, it will take 6 damage then. Alright, Sphinx rolls around. Not able to get a solid hit off.
Tries to get up and get some distance because, god damn. This was not the plan.
Yeah, ponder that, your damn enigma. Minor action. No, I'm good. I'll be then my turn.
Let's take a trick. It's your time.
What you got, Ari, if you're muted?
Sorry, I'm muted again. It's like, it's never been a better time. The Cicatrix since you woke up, like this is great. You know, she'll shift and get her defensive bonuses, and then she will spring the trap. Oh, I need to roll that for all three of them, right?
Close burst, yes. Attack roll for each.
Okay. Should I do another one since I didn't assign one for this one?
No, we just take the first one as the Wemmick champion. We do reading way usually. So top. I mean, those are all hits. God damn, that's almost a 19 on that last one.
And I'll choose not to shift.
Which means that's a crit because we're cicatrice crits on 19s, right?
Huh.
I
So you
think
crit
you're
the-
right.
So like we talked about this like on the ship, so you crit the wear line.
Yes, I do.
All right, here we go on this adventure again. Everyone, strap yourselves in.
You are right. Yes, I also cleared on 18. So,
Mm.
how do? Anyway, we'll deal with that later. Okay, the were lion takes it. Do you want me to deal with that first, or the sneak attack that the Sphinx is gonna get?
Just give the Sphinx damage first. I'll take my here.
Okay, because I have combat advantage when it's prone,
13.
right?
That guy, Sphinx, you have combat advantage. Yes, he's prone.
Yes.
Oh.
So Sphinx get a sneak attack.
Okay, and he got the 13 damage plus 17, 30 damage. Ow.
Hey!
Do it. He has
And
so
then
many powers
the
to
were
use.
lion,
Gone.
right?
Yes.
Yes. And then we
Max damage, which is 18.
with D6s. Yes, I did the right thing. So here.
Okay, so 18 plus 20 is 38. And that's a miss.
Oof. That's
I'm glad the Sphinx died before it got to use its action point. I thought it was just going to yeet itself out of the galaxy. Shit.
I mean, you better believe it.
That's why I wanted to daze it so that it couldn't yeet itself.
yeah.
So
I mean,
it's
the
an elite
Cicatrix is a
creature.
minor
It
action,
has
but she's.
10, but-
Oh, by the way, they're all rattling, so they have -2 to all their attacks.
Oh, great, yeah.
Until the end of my next turn.
That's
Yes.
reasonable. That's reasonable to have. They're feared or rattled, I guess. They would be rattled.
Yeah.
This murderous thing. Yeah, okay.
Valignif, the riddle, fades away into the ether.
It's true.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. That's the answer. It doesn't matter. Who
No,
cares?
no, you misunderstand, Malachi. The answer was killing the Sphinx.
Death.
Ah.
Only in destruction is the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. That's me.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. That's a problem. Javelin. Sink the dragon.
He hits.
Bring it down. Maybe now actually they'll be smart. Javelin.
Yep.
Good at hunting things. Oh, this Wemmick laments. This is a terrible blow to their cause. And so effortlessly. Just unbelievable. Shift down here.
Oh, it shifted. Okay. Blurred step. Hey, Jason, enemy marked by you shifts. We'll go ahead and teleport here.
Curse you.
That doesn't hit.
Lion is angry too.
I see that. I see that combat advantage set up.
He'll try to bite with Cicatrix
-2.
here. He will utilize his feline fury ability to do it twice and then shift.
Okay. No.
He should also use shift over here. Malignith.
Valignif's gonna charge.
All right.
Smash into the ground as he lands, and then he's gonna attack this champion. I assume he's flanking here. That looks like
Yes.
flanking.
It does look like flanking, doesn't it?
29.
Oh boy.
Delightful.
Yeah. Splattered, scattered all over the place, blasted with radiant light of Tiamat.
Great. And he's also gonna slide the Secretex 2 squares north, which I can't do.
Because we don't own that token. So
Oh, we should make that token ownable.
Oh, I probably did not save that from last time. That's
I tried to. No, could you
there
just
we go.
select it or?
yeah, we're Cicatrix is slid up north 2 squares. Is that what you said, Chief? Okay.
Jason to
So,
the where line.
here?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, lion will try to bite twice, and
Me?
Oh boy. Oh.
you
Ouch.
were served right up after all.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to calculate my stuff.
Yeah,
3.
yeah, Malignus just conveyed you right to that.
Into the
yeah,
He's
those.
strong and
Wait,
powerful. Too.
This one has -2 to hit, right?
Yeah, it's in its stat block actually. Put it in there.
Oh, okay. So these are the actual rolls.
Yep.
Okay, they'll definitely hit both of them. Almost.
All right, 27 and 28 damage.
Lord. Ooh.
Remember your temp HP.
Yeah. Oh, it's put in there. -7. Oof. Let's see here. Okay, you gotta give me a second now, because I'm gonna be bloodied, and I have a thing that happens with bloody.
D&D 4th edition in a nutshell.
Yeah. Something happens, you know.
She
It's
said
like,
this.
you're a
She
cool
said the
hero.
thing. She said, "I have a thing. Take a drink, everyone."
Yeah, take a drink. It's not a lot. It's just Yes. The first time you're bloody during an encounter, you can make a basic melee attack as an immediate reaction.
Oh well, there you go.
So we're gonna do that. And
Make a basic melee attack.
God fuck it. It's not a D4. It's a D6. It's like I'm not gonna have to do that today.
It's a
Ugh.
miss.
Yeah.
Shift
That's
over
right.
here.
I'll put it. Where is it?
Immisery.
Okay. I think, as annoyed as she is at, the existence of all Wimics in the universe, I think that wereline there that's next to her Cicatrix is more of a concern for her. So she'll move up here, like so. She's now adjacent to her Cicatrix, so her Cicatrix has cover. She'll look at the wereline and attempt to flood its mind with psionic energy using a Twisted Eye Augment 2 attack.
All right,
That'll be a 29 versus armor class.
that hits.
21 damage. And it is blinded until the end of my next turn.
Oh wait. Oh, God damn it. I forgot when I kill something I get temporary hit points.
Well,
Something to remember.
Yeah. 10 too. Oh, well, that's fine.
Okay.
as yeah, it staggers back, almost dead. Now, if not for its regeneration, it would be dead now.
She has a great familiarity with lycanthropes.
Yeah.
She figures she can handle this.
The Cicatrix.
Yeah, I mean, this was the line that hurt me.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
Okay.
your blood on its teeth.
On the flip side, you have combat advantage against this one because it's blinded.
That is true, and I can also move freely over there.
Yeah, and but staying next to me grants you cover.
Oh. Well, should I? Yep, I can move over here then. Well.
Yep.
And I mean, then we might as well, right? Like, she's all about backstabbing, like the nice person she is.
It's almost like my defender controller nonsense can really
I
help someone
know.
deal damage. Huh, how about that?
Yes, we will do. Yes. Oh Lord, combat advantage. That's still not enough.
Ah, that's
26. Yeah. Oh well.
That's sad. That's me.
cheap an area. Remember to remove your action points when you spend them.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, this Wemmick will move in and try to stab Vignuth with his spear.
Yes. 8 damage at a time.
This one will charge.
Yes.
They'll nickel and dime you, damn it. They'll get you.
Oh yeah.
Heals. Bad time. What a bad time.
Blinded until the end of my next turn. So no save.
Yeah, he'll just try to attack Imizure with a -5.
Now we'll miss.
Unsurprisingly, he'll miss. Benignith.
Alright. Philippa's gonna.
Kill me.
Sure. Give me a second.
Please.
He'll request some divine fortune first of all to get a +1 on his next attack, which will be an inexorable advance upon these two. 31 and 35 on each of them, respectively.
Yep.
There we go.
Get off me! Just flings the wings.
Back and then.
How dare you? It can shift before each attack. He doesn't want to, and as a minor action, he's gonna use his power to help out Vesicatrix here. Can spend a healing surge +18. And Benignith himself gets 6.
That is merciful.
You know, Tiamat, goddess of mercy.
Yes.
How dare
mean,
you
Drake-
accuse me of mercy?
I cannot be bothered to do math, so we're gonna do this.
Question of
that way.
perspective.
I mean, you don't need to do any math. You just click your healing macro, select healing surge.
Oh. Well, that's very smart. I don't have a.
Oh, there you go. No longer bloodied.
Oh, I see it. Yes. Thank
A
you.
little robotic there.
Yeah, she's robotic.
Try, Ari, try disconnecting from the call and reconnecting. Any move action, sheep?
Hello?
Any move action. Can I do a move action? 3 standard minor. I can. He's gonna go here.
Alright.
Actually, he's gonna go like here.
Get that little cover there.
Sure.
Sure. Lion will see that and try to pounce you. 25 AC.
That misses.
Sorry.
Okay. Gonna spend a power point on a Battle Mind's demand to mark both of these lions.
They'll turn to watch you and notice that they're flanking.
Well, where lions
Because
not yet. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and then spend 2 more power points to renew the Twisted Eye attack against the. Nah. Got a 1 power point for a Brutal Barrage attack against the Blinded Were line. So this will be at a +4. Sheep question. The power that provides plus like a 2 to damage, is that like damage rolls or is that flatly damage? Because that matters.
I can click the button for you again.
Yeah.
2
Okay,
damage rolls.
Just needed to make sure of that because I don't actually roll for damage with Brutal Barrage. Okay, so 4 attack actions against the Were line at a +4 to hit. So 27, 28, 27, and 36.
It's 2 hits.
Okay. 2 hits, that's 24 damage either way, and it falls prone.
Dead.
Damn right it falls prone. Perma-prone.
Yeah.
That will be the end of her turn. She won't move.
Now, given the current situation, this Weyline, actually, devout as it is inclined to retreat. So if you guys want to end the combat here, we can. If you want to kill it so you don't have to meet it in the future, you can do that too.
Yes.
I think I want to kill it so I don't see it
I
as a
was gonna say, like, what? Mercy? I don't think so.
Yeah, blessed creatures of Nobanian, like trained and hugged and warmed so that the rage is burned out of them. Nah, I'm good.
Oh.
Moving there would provoke because you're in
man.
its range, like there.
Here.
No, one more.
I need. Where was I? I was here.
Yeah, you were there.
Well, honestly. Or. Yes. I was gonna do material strike, but now there's really only one, so that seems okay. I'm just gonna.
It's a hit.
Okay.
No
So
advantage.
sadly, I have no combat advantage yet.
I don't know. It's gonna do. Want to do a healing strike, but it never hits. So,
In our
I'm
home
not
game
even gonna
too?
try. He is
We're at
gonna.
the end of it. Now's the time.
No, much more thematic. He's gonna use his flame to brand this wereline to set up Emmy here. 39 versus AC.
hits.
Right, for 11 damage, and Emmy gets +3 to melee attack rolls. And Willing's gonna shift here.
So +2 you gave me. Okay, that supersedes it. Got it.
Yeah, it's one extra.
Understood.
All right. Well, the lion is currently marked, so it will listen to that mark. Here, do that, and then bite him. Is right.
That will miss.
When does it get this thing back? It doesn't. Okay. Well,
Okay, let's see whether I
very advanced turn for it.
can set up the kids. So this will be a +3 to the attack roll, as she will spend her final 2 power points on a 2 power point Twisted Eye attack. That'll be a 31 versus armor class.
Hits.
So 15 damage. Until the end of its next turn, it takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls, because I have 2 allies adjacent to it. And it's blinded until the end of my next turn.
It's 2. And it's blinded.
Which means we can move around freely. Hooray! So I'll, move here.
Just to
I'll be at the
talk.
end of my turn.
We have advantage, I believe,
Yeah, it's
so many
blinded.
ways. Yeah, I mean, ugh.
25 versus armor class.
25 misses.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What can you do?
I can only
Yeah.
lead the striker to water. I can't make the striker drink.
You know. Yeah, that's what I can do. Sad face, sad face.
Like that.
I don't know. Gonna attack it with another righteous brand. Why not? +2 to hit.
What is with my rolls?
A 36. And let's give the +3 to the cicatrix here. She
I
needs
rolled
help.
a 1.
I mean, that happens.
It happens.
I've had a lot of well, it's alright. I slayed the swings. Really?
Did you think you did your part this time?
Yeah, really, I just,
Couple
I'm
hundred
like the
damage.
cat.
Yeah.
I keep eyeing the dead body. I want to play with that head.
Blinding lasts until the end of my turn.
It is still blind. It'll just try to bite. Well,
No.
total miss.
Okay.
I mean, it could roll 20, right? Imagery.
Okay. I think what I'll do here is I'll keep doing now unaugmented Twisted Eye attacks. This will be with a +4. So 31 versus armor class for 23 damage.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And it keeps that -2 to attack rolls, equal to the number of my allies adjacent to it.
And does it stay blinded?
It will not stay blinded as I end my turn. Okay. Because I did not have power points.
I mean, we are still flanking, so
You-
Yes.
That looks
Wait.
like a 19.
That's a crit.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Well, so that's 18 and the bonus attack and all sorts of.
Yes. This.
Eight.
And
Sneak attack.
18,
oh yes, you're right.
which is 33.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, so that also hits.
So that's 22, 33, 56, 72.
72. Crunch. It had 72. Well, who? Look at that.
How about that?
Huh.
Was it bloodied? It was. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well,
How does that look?
bloodied? No, I
Harry?
don't know.
How does it look, Harry?
Yeah, I mean, she missed a couple times. Maybe she, going in for the perfect hit. Took a couple tries, and she just like almost just rips it apart. Just sticks her claws in first, and then like rips it open, like splits it in two. And then she roars, and she's really very pleased. Like she looks like, I mean, she just closed there for a little bit, but she is so happy. Like she is just enjoying this so much. She'll like skitter around a little bit almost.
He's very Legis there, like bobs her head emphatically. As combat ends, she looks at the two dragons and says, "These Wimics have been granted boons from Nathland. It is possible they may have treasures before we depart this battlefield."
I won't say no to treasures.
She like goes over to the Sphinx and works on like severing the head from the rest of the body.
Oh. But Cicatrix is secretly like she understands that she wants the head, but she also can't. It's fine. She'll toy she'll absentmindedly just like massage the head of the dead Weirline like with one like foot, sticking her claws in.
Yeah. I don't think Imizuri would normally care, but this one was too personal for her.
Yeah, exactly. It's like she understands, She's sure that they can slay much other prey that she can, be hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the distance you can see this really was rather quick. The Sphinx barely, I mean, it landed, got ready to really fight, and then it was dead. Just destroyed. So the battle hasn't really noticed it, like in the background, like the skirmishes. Yet.
It's breath attack time.
The Wemics don't have much. The Sphinx, though, is richly equipped with various lapis and sapphire jewelry that you could sort of. I mean, I guess if you're, ripping heads off anyway, then.
Yeah. If since the battle hasn't noticed this, what we've done, then we have the time to loot the remains.
Yeah.
It won't, probably won't take long. Dragons here. Got a 6th sense for loot. Yeah, I mean there is 8,500 gold pieces worth of jewels on this Sphinx.
Okay.
Beyond that, it has a ring that appears to be magical.
All right, we can take a look at that later.
Yeah, so the Cicatrix will like grin, a wicked grin, and she'll go like, "So, should we continue or should we let the troops do the rest?"
Go ahead. Like, it's 2,800 gold for the each of us. Go ahead and take an extra 100 gold because it was 8,500, and you got the kill. So why don't you take an extra 100 in like another gem or something? That way we can take care of that odd number.
Wait, what?
So there's 8,500 gold pieces in
Yeah.
gems and jewelry on that. So, but I can't divide 8,500 by 3 and get a
That's
beautiful
fair.
number. But we can't easily split these things because they're not coins; they're gems. So
Right.
I'll take 2,800. Felignith will take 2,800, and you'll get 2,900 because you get like another gem.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
the Cicatrix will happily receive that, and it's a good compensation for the head.
Sure. Fair spoils seems fair.
To answer the question, though, Imizuri says, "No, this was I had Dayan lead his forces to distract the other Wimics. This was not actually meant to be a meaningful battle. The only other thing I wish to do here," and she looks at Valignith, "if you would so kindly help me carry the Sphinx's body to hurl it down onto the Wimics, we can leave."
Oh, go tactics. I like it.
Yes.
She figures that'll be a good enough symbol for Dayan that, like, we're done here, so... Because even in the night, figured that might be noticed.
Yeah. Investigatrix will look. She noticed. She's like, I assume you can take care of that yourselves.
She says, "Yes, I will be in contact with you involving what tasks you might have for the were-rats."
Yes.
She says, "I enjoyed it, Versicatrix."
Oh, the pleasure was all mine. She's like still just like, splitting that stupid lion head, just like firmly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is.
Right. Mizure takes off, like, balancing, like, the Sphinx in, like, one claw, like, allowing, like, Vlignith, like, to bear, like, the brunt of the rest of the body of the Sphinx.
Sure, he'll do. He'll do just that.
We'll, fly over, like, the battle that's ongoing, and, look over towards Valignith, and then drop the Sphinx down on the Wimics. The headless Sphinx.
They will, like, send a dragon breath, not on the corpse itself, but, like, adjacent to make sure it's nicely illuminated as it falls.
At this point, Valignith is pretty proficient in strafing runs. His breath, given what he's been doing otherwise. All right, yeah. You throw down the body of this Sphinx to cries of alarm and shock, and then anger as many faces turn to you, and oaths are sworn at your terrible deeds, killing something so good and pure and just. In particular, rising up, someone you might have missed before, is one of two Wemic paladins, clad in armor, actually, and wielding a greatsword. You see him, he sees you. Battlefield. You know that this will not be the end. Even if his task here should fail, you have done a terrible, terrible thing.
Yes, that oath of enmity. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that paladin might be done here, but Emmy looks at Valignith and says, "We're done here."
If you say so. So many people still left alive.
She says, "There are. But we'll need... This same tactic won't work again. I'll have to devise a new plan."
We're already here.
A couple javelins fly up towards you, but you're at a height where they just reach up and where they have a high arc and then sort of tumble down.
She says, "Yeah, but Versicatrix already left to go back to where she lives, and I gotta put this head in Malar's well, and I gotta see how the Wimics fall apart, and I gotta analyze my next move."
I mean, Psychiatrix technically has not left yet.
She's
gonna
already
wait
left. Don't complicate this conversation, Avery. There is no need for you to have a conversation here. We're done with this encounter.
Yeah, he's
Stay
getting
out
ready
of
to
it.
leave when you were doing the Sphinx fall because he figures that's not got a lot of people who has attention on
Okay,
her.
or be stubborn about it because we took off and flew away to drop the bodies. So we're not there where the rest of the bodies are, Avery. Please. We're done with this encounter.
But murdering, that was fine.
You can certainly take off. They can't fly. So
Oh, sure. Emmy says we're done, we're done.
Diane will break off too. He's not here to
Mm-hmm.
lose anyone he can not lose.
All right. Great.
John.
Go back home, and then basically I'm content to let whoever have the initiative have the initiative. I'm not going to take any actions right now.
I can tell you this has done something that Might be unexpected from what happened here, actually, but this is a strong blow to their sovereignty. Because their two now leaders don't agree at all about anything, really. This was sort of the glue. So, yeah, they'll have a much harder time doing everything.
Delightful. Damn, I'm glad we got hit before it ran away. Jeez. I was so concerned when I didn't hit it with the days. I was like, shit.
And the thing even has like a power that's like, if you hit or miss, push everyone 5 and then shift. So it's like
I was like, it's gonna show action point, just flee. I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's completely destroyed.
So that fucking coup de grace. Oh my god.
All right. Well, the Harpers are first to go. And they would love to investigate the marked and find out who might lead them and who are these people? Why are they here? Why are they killing all the wasted wheat? They came sort of out of nowhere.
Well, we're hired.
Maybe there's yeah, exactly. Harpers are suspicious. Just lots. Their first thing will be to gather information. You can interfere with that if you want.
I mean, like, I don't. What does it entail? Like, we're here for money. It's like,
Yes, but depending on how well they roll, they might discover secrets about your.
Yeah, they're trying to learn what's really going on here with an espionage.
Oh no, we don't like that. How do I interfere?
Just you being a thing, being involved in.
How do I interfere?
Basically, they got to roll an action, and if they succeed, then you can choose to defend by rolling your own action.
Sure.
So what they're trying to do is to. They're trying to be informed. They're trying to learn things. Which means that they use their influence and sovereignty. They're not fully here. They're doing other things at the same time. Do campaign macros. There we go. Good. But this is pretty much what they do. They're very good at it. It looks like they got double 5s as their best, and double 3s too, which is not great.
So then I roll.
What you would roll to try to stop them from learning this would be your influence plus treasury.
Ooh, okay. So that's 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I try and increase that?
I think so.
What would that be? Sovereignty and.
So it depends on which stat are you trying to increase, right? You basically want to justify it. So treasury, you could do things around the city. You could, for example, use your influence and sovereignty to demand bribes from people. If you're the law enforcement, that's what you do.
Wait, what was I rolling to?
You're rolling to resist.
Yes, but what was I rolling for the resist roll?
Influence and treasure.
Okay, yes.
You could you could just ransack some places. It's not like anyone here is really going to stop you.
It's not influence and territory that she's rolling. I was looking at the document.
Is it? Is it territory?
Yeah, like roll influence and treasure against influence and territory. So I thought like.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah, though I didn't. It could be espionage here. Certainly, I was thinking of it as
being informed,
learning things. Yeah.
Okay.
But, because they're not actually sure that, like, they're not infiltrating you or anything like that.
You said they were trying to learn secrets, though. So.
Yeah. Let's go with espionage. That makes sense. Then it is influence and territory.
Okay. Well, even more so, I want to increase my dice. So, Could I? I don't know how, but can I like use might and treasury to just like gain influence in the?
So what you'd normally do is you'd use 2 stats to up one temporarily, right? So you'd use sovereignty plus something else. Say
Okay.
you wanted influence, you could bribe people. Certainly Tissir is a place for that by
Yeah.
using sovereignty and treasure, say.
Yeah.
To just
I'll do
like
that. I'll
pay.
try anyway. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
You managed to bribe some people to increase your influence by 1 temporarily.
Yeah.
And you subtract one of those things that you tested down by
And-
1.
It's gonna be treasury. I need loyal gang members. And then it's a 4 dice roll, I believe. So really, I did not get.
Now, you could, of course, get your dragon personally involved. Maybe even spend Draconic Essence if you want to up that more. But
Yeah. I mean.
because normally you're afraid of getting noticed, right? But here, if they win, they might actually notice. Anyway.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Where is the draconic essence? You put that on my player token?
It's on your player token, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to check if I have some.
Let's see. Looks like you currently have 2.
Okay. Can you subtract 1 then?
Sure.
Cool. Then I will use that and get involved. So do I get to add 2 dice then?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So that's 6 dice then. That's a lot better.
You can't really essence it without being there.
Yeah.
Basically means your dragon's giving it all. Pushing
All
yourself.
right. Plus, so influence and territory, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, +2, yeah. Oof, no.
That looks like a no, which means the Harpers managed to escape with the information that a dragon leads them on. Not which dragon, but that a dragon does, which leads them on to a greater question. Perhaps there's a conspiracy afoot, because something certainly happened in Elversalt related to dragons. And I think with that, they will move to Temple of Akma, down to Redenseer here.
All right. Well, that sucks. Well, that's bad. Wait, they used to beat Elversalt, did they not?
They did.
Okay.
They're fickle, if nothing else.
Well,
Yeah.
if the Harpers are investigating to learn whether a dragon's involved here, she did openly declare that a couple of years back.
Oh, yeah. All right, the Redden smugglers. Yeah. So their town has people in it. They don't want that. They're gonna move over here and try to. They can't really, but they need to. They'll try to rally some people against these night masks because they're creepy and only out at night and surely up to no good. And the Redden smugglers definitely are up to good things. So they'll try to increase their might score here, which they will temporarily. And then they will try to strike at the night masks to push them away from their dock. No, that is a failure. They're very sad about this. Well, I mean, yeah, they don't like this. They tried to move in, tried to push these people out, but I guess a bunch of smugglers couldn't do much against like a roguish vampire. So
It's a tough ask.
yeah, it's just they're one of the smaller people in the world, and it's hard to be that because unless you have people on your side, like, what are you really gonna do? I guess no, they will just stay down here then. They can't really stop them from
Should have allied with a dragon.
mess. Well, they tried.
They tried.
Dragons wanted to eat them instead.
They didn't try hard enough. It's their fault.
Yeah.
Proshker up here spends its turn just recovering to rebuild what was damaged. Emerald Enclave has begun investigating things down here, and they will continue trying to contain the spell. They're doing very well at that. Let's see here. They will use their territory for it. Oh yes. The spell plague. Well, not that any of you will learn of it for a while, but they are very successful in limiting the spread out there. Though it does take time. Prior Pearl is just happy that they're not currently Prosker or one of the other towns. They are nervous though over here. This dragon is being problems, but they will not. They don't take action. Nathang continues to simply donate their actions to support the Mannion. The Night Masters will try to learn things for Thay. That works out for them so far. Why not? Why not just be informed? They could do that. They're good at this. Yeah. They'll manage to make a little tick happen down here on the pushing up the clock for Thay. So after they get to the next step, they will have to actually actively begin doing things to get it. They're beginning to realize that maybe she has been here, which I guess isn't really that close to being. Yeah, Easting is the same.
You want to state right now the Psychiatrix old layer is destroyed.
Sure. Oh, okay. Now we get to Comir. The Spyhorn tribe also just allows itself to grow when they don't have any particular enemies, and they don't actually. Yeah, they're good. Just growing. So, 'tis Comir. Come pubs here.
I don't.
Okay. They will try to keep control of the seas.
Ugh. I hate them so much.
Which they will do excellently once more.
They renewed that double 10.
Yeah. Sailing around everywhere, spreading their mighty wings, doing gloriously. Now, beyond that, they see the Tizir as being bad, they see Elvishold as being bad, but they also see that there used to be towns over here. And Comir wishes to bring out the word that they wish to rebuild towns that were destroyed during the spell plague on the southern end of the Lake of Dragons.
Whoa.
So the Bluesman Guildier were trying to do that, and now they will have Comirian aid in doing so. Which, I mean, honestly, that's a windfall for them. They'll just take it. Though if Comir actually knew what the Blue Sun Guild were, they probably wouldn't like it. But they haven't really paid attention in class for that. They just want people to do things that are good for them. Beyond that, Comir sees what goes on with the Waste of Wheat and offers a helping hand. They want to help. And
how are they gonna do that? Because I might want to interfere.
yeah, they will. because Cormier is lawful. They don't like interceding like in any way that could be seen as
But we are the law. We are the hired by the authority to police here.
But they will send a couple of agents to Tizir with the idea of trying to protect members of the Wasted Wheat from excessive violence. Giving a bit of
Okay.
of support.
Do they have to roll for it?
No, they simply donate. At the moment, it's not really matter a whole lot.
But do they come by ship? Like,
Oh yes,
can I? Well, I guess they're controlling the sea, so
they
that's
have
not really.
control.
Well,
The Temple of
I
Augment
suppose.
is.
Can I act before Westgate gets even more crowded, or Tizir?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. I would like to learn. Basically, make an investigate roll, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
To try and find basically the merchant lords that are scorned by the current leaders of the merchant lord.
Mm-hmm.
To try and find
like claimants or whatever.
Yeah, so I can try and find some allies that I can put on the throne later.
Okay. All right, you want to turn things to your side.
Yes.
Right. I think that
Also,
would be.
I have not gained any money. Are they still paying me?
Yeah, but Symbia hasn't taken their turn yet.
Okay.
If you wait, maybe they will.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be espionage then to sway
Right. So that's
opinions. So that is influence and treasury against influence and territory.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That can absolutely be a situation where Worsigatrix does phone a friend, because Missouri Leader there said that she would allow the were-rats to be used by Worsigatrix this year.
Yeah, I mean, she would love to do that. She doesn't have much in this. She's busy knocking down people.
All right. Missouri Leader there sends the were-rats up to Tizir to have a ponder about this, as Worsigatrix desires.
Please.
Learn the secret, so influence plus treasure.
Whereas feigning. Oh, this is definitely the first time I've been here.
Yep, totally have never been here.
These camps myself.
It's like one of them is the makeshift merchant lord.
Totally weren't responsible for creating the wasted wheat. Nope, not us. Well, we got double ones.
Well, that's a success.
We did it.
No effort wasted, right?
Actually, Tizir does have a little bit of the merchant lord staff. They will try to stop you. Oh,
they do.
Look at that.
They do it.
They don't have much, but I guess they had enough to basically you try to get to some people and such, but find that the merchant lords had promised them more.
Okay.
Moment.
Oh, that's rude.
The Missouri leader will inform Worsigatrix that apparently the merchant lords still have enough enough power back there behind the scenes that they could actually interfere with the investigation.
Yeah.
Take that for what it's worth. I'll go ahead and deduct my influence by 1.
Yeah, they will do the same.
I still want to learn it though.
Try yourself.
Yeah, I currently have 1 treasury and 2 influence.
I will reveal to you that the next person in line is Symbia.
Oh, well,
If you want,
I'll wait for a little bit to get some money then.
A little bit, then Symbia will attempt.
Because I have been doing something without getting any pay last time.
Yeah, you're on their list of people that they wish to help.
Good.
So
they should.
Symbia will try to make some more money.
Oh yeah, 2 double 3. Oh my
the money.
god!
And some more money. Yes, okay, that's
Lord!
some more money.
What
Oh,
are they doing?
money. Symbia is making money.
What are they doing? Slave trading?
I mean,
they're
trade
rolling
anything.
triple sevens, triple tens, a pair of twos, and then more triple sevens.
What?
With a pair of ones thrown in for fun.
Oh my
So they spent the
God.
entire year just making money.
I mean,
So
Okay.
they look at their laundry list of people who wanted their financial support, like Resigatrix and Valignith, and like, okay.
Job.
all right. People are a little upset, but that they sent so much money out of the place. But yeah, okay. Valignith, take temporary +1 treasure.
Ooh, okay.
Marked, take temporary +1 treasure.
But they already promised me that without me going into Westgate or to Seer.
Yes, but this is them paying you.
Okay.
You haven't got their turn yet.
Oh,
This is-
okay. They're supposed to pay me too.
The merchant lords will say that you will get a lot of money as soon as they just have a little, just a breathing. The
Wow,
turn
my
where they
God.
don't get attacked and they can just.
Get them, both of them.
Then Hell will gain +1 money. And so will the Cult of the Dragon. This seems like a great idea from Symbia's point of view.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try again. You know, I don't have a lot of dice, but I need to know.
Get personally involved.
Well, you had a -1 in treasure, so the +1 cancels out. You don't just suddenly delete the -1
Oh,
and
that's
get
true.
+1 back.
Sorry. That's a good thing. Good to say that. That's true. Yes. I guess she will. You know, see done.
All right.
Still a really trashy roll. Treasure, influence. Wait, was treasure and influence?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, +1 for her. No, yeah, she gonna do it.
Yeah.
Did I have one more dragon essence?
You do.
Then spend it. Gonna try. Come
All
on.
right.
Double 5. I mean, I'll
Fine.
take it.
They only have 2 dice because they rolled 3 to resist me.
And with that success there, I mean, I just double.
Technically possible.
I mean, how bad is it that your newly hired police befriends all the people who hate you?
Yeah.
That seems
Yeah.
pretty bad, actually. So, they will-
No.
could have been great, but it wasn't.
I don't know about that.
All right, yeah, you managed to find people. A lot of them are in prison.
Yes.
At the moment.
That's okay.
Or
We can help.
refined to their estates or in Comier and such. A lot of people who, as it turns out, when you have a group of merchant lords, they like to monopolize everything and, make sure that they're the richest people around. And a lot of other people have sort of been hurt by that. And certainly, those people would be eager to, if someone was to say that, they could be the new merchant lords to be just as dickish, that would be great for them.
Yeah, I mean,
As you
basically,
sway-
that's what, like, once she learns this, she's gonna contact them, right?
as you sway people in the city's elite to be more inclined to you by inviting some of these dissidents.
Yes, exactly. This is what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding that some of them, were in the process of being contacted by the cult of Asmodeus for similar reasons.
Okay, well, fuck those guys. I mean, I'm a dragon.
It's true.
Just saying. Like,
Yeah. Well, you don't tell anyone that, so
uh,
unless you do tell them that.
I don't know. We can see it. Like, we could see a scene maybe where there's like drow form. You find them. You mean you work as the constables right now, right? You're the
yeah.
mercenary law enforcement. So you're
Yeah,
dealing
it's not hard, They're in prison.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I'm the guard.
They sit there, chained up and sullen and sad, hearing the alarm outside, knowing that the wasted wheat, should they come in here, will not be kind to them either. It's like the past year's tax collector and some functionary who failed in some fashion, or someone who used to sell wine, but one of the merchant lords does too, and now he's in prison.
Yeah, I mean, and the secretaries will just, go in her drow form. And, I see that you find yourself in a particularly bad situation. And,
Yeah.
yeah, and she'll basically give them the offer that, she'll help them if they'll help her. Seems like a reasonable deal.
Yeah, I mean, they have nothing to lose, really,
Exactly.
except for their lives, which ideally they won't.
And she will definitely tell them that she is currently hired to be the law enforcement here.
They figure it's since her guards are guarding the prison.
Yeah, and she sees that they could really help each other. She could help them get to power, and they could help her get money. Is really what she's saying. In between the lines, there's a lot of formality. But I'm trying to figure out a way that I could insensitize that they should not ally with Asmodeus.
Just tell them.
Yeah, don't do it.
I mean, it's really that simple.
Yeah. Well, but I
Yeah,
feel
what
like
are they
will
gonna
they
do,
listen to that? Just like,
At the moment, they will, yeah, because you succeeded.
okay, great.
They're turned towards your side until someone else does something else. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And basically, they're not part of the merchant lord stat block, right?
Not at the moment, but they essentially the city is now more in your favor.
Yes. No, I'm just wondering because I mean, I don't see any reason to let Tissir regenerate its sovereignty or territory or whatever.
Mhm.
So depending on when their turn is, I might, do some kind of sneaky pirate attack on them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can always tell
Yeah,
them.
I'll interfere.
So
Yeah.
It's that
I'll
player
do some-
benefit. All right. Blue Sun Guild over here. They are nominally slavers, bad guys. Cormier seems to want them to rebuild cities. They will certainly try to do that with Cormier's help. So let's see if they can get something up and running. Oh, they can. The cheap labor force of slavery helps them there. They will make some progress. And they're more than happy to take Cormier's money, even though it comes with attachments. Yeah, the wasted wheat. They have a chance to be grand, and they will take it. They will call, because they're a popular movement. They will use their asset and call for reinforcements from the populace. They
do it well.
They will raise their might by one temporarily. And then they will strike at the city of Tissir for symbolic victory, trying to take it over.
Wait, At me?
I mean, if you want to intercede, that's fine, but they're really not attacking you. They want to go to the Merchant Lord's palaces, take them all out of there, and then have like the first council meeting of the new council of the city.
But I'm hired by the Merchant Lords.
The Merchant Lords expect you to stop these guys.
Okay, well, the Merchant Lords haven't given me any money, so...
You see, the Merchant Lords, they will have the money very soon. It just, it has to, and seems that Symbia didn't send them yet.
I mean, it's a shame.
You know what? You can have a check. How about a check?
What would that do? This is a piece of paper.
It's
Yeah.
an IOU. But yeah, the waste of it will move to
Well,
attack.
they should persuade me a little better.
The thing is, they don't have much at the moment because you raided it from their harbor.
I did.
We'll strike at them. Oh, that is a failure. They should have had one more die. That does not help them. Sad days.
They could try again.
They will, and they will try to muster more popular support for themselves. Which they do. Even if their people begin to be dissatisfied with them, they will strike once more. And once more they will fail to gain headway. Once more they should have had one more die. Which once more doesn't matter.
Oh, God.
So you don't even have to intercede. They can't actually muster attack.
No, but this seems like a perfect time to attack them.
Could be. Well, they will try attack again.
Oh, well, go on, please.
Because... No. Okay. Well, that's sad. That's a lot of nothing. Do you want to strike at them? That's fair game if you want to. Because they, at least for now, will halt there. They had hoped to actually strike Tissier, but they have failed to.
Well, I figured that the wasted reed will, of course, be like, okay, Merchant Lords, we see that there's been attacks, we'll counterattack,
Sure.
Basically, the police is like, whoa, you can't just try and take out all the Merchant Lords.
Yeah, you can counterattack. The Merchant Lords would just be screaming for their paddlers to kill them all.
Yeah, sure.
Because they panicked and not very
So, might and
treasure.
treasure.
Attack them. And you got to pick what your target is. What do you want to damage from them? Their might? Their territory? Their sovereignty? Their money?
The sovereignty.
Okay, yeah. Symbolic victories. Stamping
Yeah.
them down. All right.
Increasing treasure again. Jesus Christ. Can I use sovereignty for that? I mean, I would have to, right?
You would use sovereignty and something else. Say you wanted to patrol your territory, you can do sovereignty. Sovereignty territory to basically press whatever gangs you own and such for money. Trying to borrow money from people you know.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Pull in some favors.
Yeah. Indeed. No. Oof.
It does pull the favors, but not enough to make a difference.
Yeah. That's right. Treasure in my... Fuck.
Remember to still reduce one of your stats you used.
I did. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm still gonna try and attack them, though.
Okay. You can.
It's a trash roll. Well. Mistaken will get in. Because this is,
In the city.
I'm here and we started it. So damn well. It cost me a lot to contact those bitches that are gonna put on the throne, and
Mhm.
they'll be on the goddamn throne.
Mhm.
Give me money. 5 again.
Well, they will try to defend themselves. Yeah, I'll try to defend themselves. So it's a bad roll for them. No. Their meager barracks are trashed. They should do extra damage to their sovereignty. They will lose a territory and a sovereignty, while you lose, a treasure or might. Should you make arrests and push them around?
Do. So how low is their sovereignty? Are they really hurting?
Sort of, but it's not too bad because they're actually pretty into their cause.
Right. Do I feel like I've done enough that I am, eligible for more payment?
Yeah, probably. I mean, currently it's a standstill, right? No one's really accomplished a whole lot.
Yes. Well, the only thing that worries me is that what if I take out the waste of wheat and then fucking Cold of Asmodeus just comes in and swoops?
You can wait. That's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, we'll wait.
All right.
Can't.
Over in Amn, they're annoyed at these people and will try to get rid of this banner host. Get out of here, they say. Pretty well. And the host will try to use their full power, though. But they will not. They're pushed back into the steppe. Amon tells them to get the hell out. And they will. That was a bad time. They didn't really succeed that much in there. Thunderhome has begun building a road, and they will continue to do so. Making progress.
Great.
Good work, Thunderhome.
It's a project, but it's important for them.
Mhm.
Erebor wants to know what the hell's up with Elversalt now, because ideally, it's a huge mess in there, so they will try to just be informed here to learn what the hell is going on.
Well, they are allowed to learn that Elversalt is open for any and all non-Chimerian trade with minimal taxes.
No, there's that whole dragon thing. I think, given that they've been left alone, their little friendship here, they're gonna just look back. They're just gonna just rattle their sabers a little bit, make sure people know that not to mess with them, and they want to be friends with Cormier, they want to be friends with everyone. Just don't mess with them. They also got concerns to the other side. So right now, this is fine. The hierarchy has demanded tribute. Someone is fermenting rebellion. That is not acceptable, really.
I can't connect to map tools, by the way. Sorry. No, I disconnected from everything.
Sort of internet hiccup, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, the hierarchy will attempt to act. This dragon thinks it's so cool and can do things here. They will try to do basically do what he did. They will try to beat his intimidation here.
All right. Can I oppose them trying to beat my intimidation?
Yeah, let's do that. Why not?
How?
So really how we did this before was a influence and might roll. So I suppose this is a contest, right?
Yeah.
Where you see who gets a better result. In this case, it really isn't about the width; it's about the height. Right? Because if you come like before, or after, that's fine. Just who can be more intimidating?
Is it possible to have prepared for this by, firing up the old forges? So I forgot
Sure.
about that.
Yeah, you could have done that.
Let's do that first then, because that was inevitable.
Yeah.
Territory sovereignty +2, which will be 7 dice.
They too will gather their power.
They do it better. But I don't think that really matters.
Well, you did it too.
Right. And then influence plus might.
Send a fire giant down there. So
Velinov will send himself down there.
rattles
All
and
right.
intimidate some of all these. A little like proxy war.
Velinov has that way with words where whenever he goes out to do diplomacy, what it really means, he implies threats instead of openly stating them.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna do that. Hey, on the one hand, you can keep your stuff, but on the other hand, you obviously still, work for me instead then, which is much better, because I'm gonna win anyways, so, choose your side now, make the right choice.
Yeah, they will send a couple stone giant tax collectors around to rattle people and whatnot. You have been on the receiving end of what they're doing.
Oh yeah. I know what they're doing. Not only that,
You know the plan.
he's opposed them successfully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they will try here. Okay, that is triple twos. Beat that.
Twos. Velinov will act himself,
I'll
Go.
even say, given that you have already fermented rebellion down there, you can take a +1 circumstantial bonus
Sure.
to.
So he's gonna go himself. He's gonna spend an essence to that to be extra scary because, this is right up his alley. And the +1, so influence plus might is 6, so I have 9 dice. For triple freeze, at least.
Yeah, you beat him.
So you do it faster and better.
Yeah. It's that they show up and they were like, well, Malignith had like golden stone giants. His fountain had wine in it,
Yeah.
Well, we'll just leave the fermentation of rebellion there. Then you know what? That gets them real mad. Real mad, actually. No, screw you. They will send a force to try to raid your mine.
All right.
Goblins, hobgoblins, that sort of thing.
It's gonna be. Ooh, defense is territory. Yeah, Velinov is gonna counterattack.
All right, then there's more on the line.
Yeah. And again, he will get himself involved. Like, he is not a leader from the back, not by any stretch of the imagination.
They're not that committed yet. Double sevens, double twos.
Might territory is 4. He himself is 5. 1 more essence is 6. Double sevens, double 6, double 3.
All right, so you can delete the sevens, delete the twos, have sixes. You will do instead of you will of course take the one from doing an action.
Yep.
But they will take an additional might damage from the counterattack. Basically, as their people arrive, you're ready for them. I know, maybe it's like that. Maybe he himself is actually,
Oh
just
yeah.
there.
He and the behemoth like descend down on the hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Scream!
Eating some of them. This is troubling to the giants, but they're slow acting, and they like to keep their powerful defenses. So, at the moment, they will grumble and growl. You are certainly making it hard for them to ignore you by sticking your face in all their stuff. Expect more of this in the future.
Yeah, with that then, as basically a direct response to that, I think Willingness would like to send an envoy to Thunderhome and basically be like, hey, these giants are asking for tribute from everyone. They attacked my mine, which, by the way, most of that goes to you guys, and is also very close to actual Thunderhome. You know, if this escalates, you're gonna get drawn in here. Maybe you want to think about acting here. Basically influence them to, like, against the giants a bit.
Okay, you can try to espionage them.
Influence and treasure, which is, I mean, the extra money from Zambia helps.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. No, doesn't work though.
Yeah, well, they're building a road right now. They're very busy, but it's a standing offer. If the mine is too much trouble for you,
All right.
they can certainly help with that. Just make a portion of it.
See how it is.
Well, they're friends, but they don't really want to fight giants.
See how it is.
Invade Thunderhome.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. The cult of Nobanian is sad. They lost a great and powerful member of their group. They're in a hot position here. They're also wise in some degree. Thing is, right now they're of two minds because they have two very different leaders that lead two different packs. The same overall goal, but two very different ways of going about it. So they will take two actions. The first one will be to attack Diane's host, a preemptive attack, trying to damage his might. He can't use his asset because they have the same one. So they will try to do that with some of that Nathlan money. And fail. Well. The other one will seek to establish a policing of the area, which I think is impossible right now without actually coming to blows with the Coven of Were-Rats. So
Yeah.
this will be a preemptive strike on the Were-Rat Coven.
Okay.
Double sevens.
I defend using might plus territory. Okay. Check that. Might plus territory. I will go ahead and get involved with that. Before that happens, I will see about increasing my might, utilizing this temporary asset versus Nobanian to draw like fighters with my sovereignty and treasury to draw people to fight the cult with money.
Yeah, that's very sensible.
Yep. Sovereignty plus treasury is 5 dice, plus 2 is 7 dice. Yep, looks like my might goes up by 1.
All right.
And my treasury will... No, we'll say the sovereignty goes down by 1. That makes sense. People who aren't entirely aligned with the Were-Rats.
Yeah. There's some miscommunications and whatnot.
Yeah. And then I'll defend with might plus territory. Okay. So, my might is 3. My territory is a whopping and staggering 1. I'll go ahead and get... That's 4 dice. I'll go ahead and get involved personally for 5 dice. Looks like they beat me.
All right. Then you will take a damage of might.
Okay. No!
Essentially, as they try to protect caravans, which then leads to,
Yeah. The mercenaries I hired. No!
Yeah. And then of course, 1 cost from doing a defend action. All right. And I think given how much they just got struck, they're reeling from this. I think we'll just say that's their time.
And they had a cost for attacking, of course, using 2 actions, I guess.
They did 2 actions.
I'll go ahead and subtract 1 from territory then, so I have territory 0.
All right.
Which factions are left?
Tizir, the Red Banner, the Cult of the Dragon, Cult of Asmodeus, Elversalt, the Night Masks, Centaurium, Purple Masks, Thay, Order of the Basilisk, Diane's Host, Captain's Council, Westgate, and Fire Knives, in that order.
Okay, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that attack on Emisary Legion there is enough to to get her up and motivated again. Their little skirmish to slay her people. I think they need to be humiliated once more. That's what she says to herself. Because they haven't been humiliated enough. She's gonna have Dayan try to basically pin and hold them down. She's gonna send the were-rats out there to damage their sovereignty. That same sort of moral victory they tried to win against her last year by attacking the hill. I think she wants to do that again.
All right.
Or try to do that in reverse at them. I killed your Sphinx. I can come and go as I please. Fine. Camp on the road.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do here. Okay. So that is might +2. Attacking, so that's treasure +2. I'm going to get involved. So that's a +1. That's 5 dice. All right. That's double 10s.
Hard to beat.
And I will deduct treasure by 1.
To defend. Okay, do attack for for sovereignty.
Yep, attack their sovereignty. So they defend and failed, so they have another
territory damage and then a sovereignty as well. As they're, you strike and their defense, you basically show superiority.
Mm-hmm.
Centaurs and the packs essentially begin splitting further into 2 camps.
I think I'm going to go ahead and repeat that attack.
Okay.
Against their sovereignty. Employing Dayan once more.
Won't defend against that.
Yeah. Okay. She'll damage their sovereignty again.
All right. They can't take any actions this year. Any further attacks will be a permanent loss.
Damn. Go ahead and deplete my might by 1. Well, unfortunately, I have 1 might and 1 treasure. So it's her were-rats can't do it either. So she looks at him. Maybe she can convince Dayan. I think she'll try and convince Dayan.
Okay.
It's she's killed their Sphinx. They are fully divided to 2. She's had a series of attacks. If you can hit them hard enough right now, that'll actually splinter the 2 paladins that are leading them. Because her were-rats, they've tried their damnedest and they've done really well right here, but this isn't their strength.
Dan's host has batted everything but might, so so he will certainly try. Attack. No.
Damn it.
No.
Damn it.
I mean,
Damn
it.
He rides, but can't dislodge them.
I do feel like Valaknev paid a little bit of attention to this conflict.
Okay.
So if Emmy were to make any indication that she would not be opposed to his intervention, then maybe he can show off some of his assets here. I don't think she's ever... she has seen the Skin Wings in action, actually.
Yeah, she saw them in action whenever we fought the Giants. Yeah, she's the Valaknev's paying attention. Her focus is fully much on this. I don't think she'd be opposed to it. It's just a matter of he's got dwarves. His little stumpy dwarves aren't coming all the way over here. She thinks to herself.
Yeah, it's quite a distance, but they're used to traveling. The Skin Wings, as well as the The Trihorn can certainly make their way there. It's going to be a bit of a trip, but speed isn't really the issue. Like, catching them, of course, but traveling to eventually engage them is not. He can try like a pincer maneuver, the skin wings trying to drive them into the Trihorn with Veloknif landing in the middle. The dwarves with their... Yeah?
Diane can't hold them down. Because, well, he doesn't want to, at least, because that would put him in risk of losing stuff permanently himself.
Yeah, Diane can't help in this situation, so the Wimics are going to be able to run free on the plains. So they've certainly taken minuses, because they've taken a lot of actions.
This is such a good opportunity to show Amy what Veloknif's people can do. Like, he can't. It might be a stupid idea, but his people are pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's worth a try. What's the worst that can happen? He's still running on Zambian money here.
I think so. That he's running on the high of like thumping the giants.
That is true.
Makes sense.
It would be a worry if the giants decided to attack him again or something, but that doesn't seem like it.
User Leaderthir would advise like that the symbolic differences, like them, they're pretty schismed. Just humiliate them enough, like to attack their sovereignty, basically, and they might actually like genuinely break apart.
Right. Veloknif's gonna mobilize then.
Okay.
He will go himself as well, obviously. But he's not gonna spend essence on this. Although I feel like his compulsion does sort of apply in a roundabout way.
Okay.
Since he wants to show the truth of his intentions to Emmy here through destruction.
Okay, sure.
I don't think that his intentions are in doubt so much as the effectiveness of his little stumpy minions.
It's true. Maybe the truth of their strength will be revealed too. Who knows?
Maybe.
Alright, might plus treasure plus himself plus 1 essence leads to 8 dice.
Damn.
And they're pretty thrashed due to the attacks and defenses that they've had.
Holy mother.
Even with their +2 on the plains.
Veloknif has been very conservative on his offensive power this year. 7, 4.
Okay. Yes, the question here is whether or not they should counter it. They'd lose a lot more if they lose it. No, they'll just try to hinder you.
Yeah, they defended.
They defend against the 7s.
Not against the 4s.
That is how it works.
Oh,
Which means that you do
okay.
strike them. As they can delete, basically they use their pair to delete one of yours that is lower or equal to it. Tends they can delete any one of them, but there's 2. Yeah. Okay. And you were attacking their sovereignty. As they take a permanent sovereignty damage.
Right. And then he's gonna do it again.
Okay.
This time with less dice. He's still gonna do it himself, but no essence.
And of course the -1 from the action you just took.
Yeah. So I'll have 6 dice. For 8, 7.
Damn.
They gotta try. No, nothing.
You know that they might be quick on the plains, which helps them in skirmishes and combats, but this is more of a grinding over days and weeks.
Yeah.
Just walk in there. Yeah.
And I think the problem is, since the start of the year, the Sphinx died. Now it's basically just like, since the sovereignty has continued to be down, since it's 2 paladins, like how do we stop this? What's the best course of action? And
just constant dropping of stuff on their heads from the skin wings and Veloknif himself.
It's going to have the effect that they can't stick together as one faction. There will be a divorce in the
All right.
what they call it.
They will henceforth be Nob and Anion.
Now, if you wanted to permanently destroy them, like the whole thing, you would essentially attack one of their other stats until that is permanently 0 as well. Then they're just gone.
I mean,
Could go for that if you wanted to.
Yeah, their territory might be the lowest at this point.
only in destruction, right?
All right.
Might as well, you know what? Territory makes sense to me.
You should basically just like boot them off the plains.
So that will be
They might even slash and burn some of their food sources.
yeah. Will
Their
be
precious Naslin food.
5 dice then. For double 6.
Oh, damn you. Okay. Well, then they got nothing. So, means they lose territory. Okay. You want to do it again?
I mean, yeah, now I'm committed.
Like, they're gonna have to begin paying permanently for defending, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's existential, right?
It is. That's the point.
Doesn't matter what they have; it don't exist.
Chance for me to actually get doubles as well. Although double 8 is pretty good.
Double tens? No.
I love it. This is great, Sheev. You've been like bottling up all them high rolls. And just
Yeah.
Well, they are. Yeah, you push them off the plains, basically.
Yeah.
Out here, split up, no unified purpose, and no ability to hold the land. The packs will have to split up to get new food sources, and I mean, it's not like you've killed every single Wemmick, but as their ability to function as a unit has been eliminated.
Yeah. And
At least for the time being.
once that campaign of slaughter has ended, Willigness just gonna leave. He's not even gonna tell Emmy via visiting her or via the sending stones.
oh no, she'll interrupt him before she
Yeah.
tries to leave. Before he
Alright,
tries to leave
sure.
the plains. There's no way that he's gonna be able to escape without like an interruption. Or she'll just like gesture towards like the slashed and burned plains with like a. Since the dragons can read like other dragon expressions with like a bewildered like what the fuck, like gesticulate down at like the dwarves with like the stompy behemoths and look at Malignant like what the hell.
For some reason, I imagine some of the dwarf have siege ladders, even though those are completely useless in this place.
Just in case, they're well prepared.
She's like, I know we killed their leader. I know that the Daean centaurs and my were-rats have attacked them and thoroughly. Like to say, I don't understand how your dwarves caught them on the plains.
They
How
might
do your dwarves catch Wemmicks?
they might not be fast, but they have got some interesting techniques as well as certain
I suppose.
inventions that would even be quite effective if they were used against us. We used to fight dwarves every now and then. They've used those methods, refined them. Besides, the Wemmicks didn't have much presence in the air, so they were easy to harass. It was not a single battle that sealed their fate, but rather the combination of tenacity and strategy. Mostly tenacity, though.
She says tenacity and strategy. Huh. I see. You battle tested your dwarves in the settlements previous years. I see. Huh. Well, that it's sort of like forced out of her. Just like you did great. Oh, I'll have to think of some excuse to be difficult with you in the future.
She's surprised, like it's surprising herself. Like you did.
Like,
You did great.
I expected to have sport hunting them for like years from now.
You should have told me, then I would have left them alone.
She's like, no, this is great. It prevents me from having to move. It just I don't know what I'm gonna do with all my time. And then she pauses, knowing exactly what she's gonna do with all of her time. Her eyes like mist over. She thinks of all the sleep she's gonna get. Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. Like if you need the help of my were rats, just ask. Future, because they're gonna have idle hands.
If you were looking for a way to return the favor, I have a suggestion.
She's like, all right.
Whatever you intend to do, don't be idle. That's all. Have ambition.
She says, well, I mean, you fulfilled my ambition.
Look for another. Anything.
She snorts. Yeah, she'll fly away from him. Because in the absence of him telling her to do something, yeah, we're gonna go straight to Easy Street, baby.
Yeah, I mean, there's still mix around, stragglers and such, but yeah. All right, the Red Banner. They'll recover, really, consider what to do next. Back out here. Tails will travel north as the merchants spot, like, big fires and such in the distance. Cult of the Dragon. He's very happy being here. Currently, no one's really making problems. They will continue to heal up Elversalt, putting the city to actually have stats again that are useful. That's nice. This is what they wanted. No one has essentially stopped them. Cult of Asmodeus. Someone came and took their plan from them. What can they do here? What do they want? They want... Maybe they... You know what? Maybe the Wasted Wheat is going to find an unusual and unexpected ally. As the Cult of Asmodeus says, you know what? Maybe the common people and their common course is something we should support.
No.
Maybe Cormier should have this town. Maybe that's okay. You know? Maybe Cormier doesn't like these dragons. Yeah, so...
They're trying to influence?
They will try to influence the Wasted Wheat that the Marked is their actual enemy. Well, the city of Tissi, you know, because the Marked, clearly, they're... You need to take them out before the Merchant Lords. Hot sell, but...
I was going to say, they're going to ally with the literal devil for that? Damn.
They'll try to do influence and treasury. Now, I'll give them a -1 here, because it is a little bit far-fetched.
Oh my god. They do it.
As the Wasted Wheat begin to think, yeah, you know what? These police people, they've been storming our warehouses, doing bad things to us. It's been a bad time. And now these nice robed businessmen come with a lot of money from Sembia to us. And I think the Cult of Asmodeus will even act a little bit. This is really good. This is a good spot for them. I think they will conserve their strength for now. They acted too late in initiative to really get to have a good year. Maybe next year.
So anyway, like, so does the Wasted Wheat know that it's the Cult of Asmodeus?
Not necessarily.
Would it change anything if they did know?
It might. You could certainly try to smear them, or try to turn the Wasted Wheat against the Cult of Asmodeus.
I would love to do that.
Right, just have to beat those 8s.
Yeah.
It would be a contest then, right? Pulling and pushing their opinion.
Yeah, I might wait until next year about agree.
That's why I didn't immediately offer to assist, because I'm like, triple 8.
Yeah, next year. Next year's a good year for Direts.
You have done a lot of
maybe
bad
I
things
can
with the
roll.
Wasted Wheat, you know? It's like
Huh?
you've done a lot of bad things to them.
It's pretty easy for them to believe, but
No, yeah, but there's like, oh, hey, mercenaries, and like, oh yeah, that's allied with the cult of Asmodeus.
they're not aligned with the cult of Asmodeus. They just have reconfigured priorities now.
The Night Masks will try to seize this little town as their own little domain from the Redden smugglers. Because this is a conflict everyone cares about. Which do you get with double fives? Red smugglers, famous for their boats, they will try to do a counterattack. And this is what happened last time we did.
Yeah, I remember our test game where I was like, what
Yeah.
happens with the tie?
Yeah,
It was just a cancellation, like nothing happened.
nothing happened except they both lose stats.
Mhm.
Well, that is hard. That is harder on one of them than the other. The Night Mask will try again once more. Double eights. Be hard to compete with. But the smugglers will no, that went bad for them. As they try to counterattack, get in land, get destroyed. Yes, Night Masks will be happy to sit in this little town. For now. It's not really the grand plan, but you need blood and stuff to exist.
Yeah. It's not quite Westgate, but they tried that.
Mm-hmm. Pearl Masks, they're in Westgate now. That's kind of nice. They just arrived. They will spend their turn establishing. They is good with what's happening. They're learning something. They will try to learn more. Using that's here. It's a small expedition of them, so no, they won't be able to push their clock up yet. Just yet. One of the Basilisk also just arrived. They will also establish. Dayan's host's turn. He has already acted a lot, somehow out of turn, and he's okay with just not doing it. The Captain's Council is sad. They cry a little bit because there's, they might as well try to break this boat blockade. They got to do something. Yeah, let's try to run the blockade.
Can I assist them?
You could.
No, never mind.
But it's very unlikely they'll get
I
double
was gonna
tapped.
let them borrow my Juggernaut, but
They sent their boat out. It's a bad time. They try. There's
so
really
glad I didn't give them my boat.
And the Fire Knives are happy because the Night Masks are not here. So they will send some missives to Cormier. Because in the Fire Knives, turns out there's members of them that are disgraced nobles and such, and some of them would like their titles back. Maybe something could be done. And that brings everyone around. For yet another year.
Wait, so the Fire Knives is gonna try and hunt us too?
Hunt who? You? No.
The dragons to get their titles back.
Oh, I mean, no, they would like their titles back. They don't care about one noble manor.
Okay, good.
No, they have bigger fish to fry.
Good.
But
They
want
should.
they want to win, and no one's courting them to like Sembia or Cormier. They want to get some money too. Ideally.
I mean,
They want to be on that Symbian bankroll.
Yeah, like Sembia is making money for everyone else. It's
yeah, I'm just sad that I need more money.
Who doesn't?
But but I've actually figured like just the fact that Cormier will stay out of it because I'm technically hired from the authority might actually be enough payments right now. Because I don't want Cormirian military aid in my town.
Now, as I said earlier, I was feeling a little bit bad, and it's gotten a little bit worse now. So I think we'll finish our session here a little bit early, maybe. If it is any consolation, though, you got enough XP this session to go to level 16.
Hooray!
What does that mean?
Yay.
Yes.
Because you completed the hard goal of dealing with the cult of Nobanian.
How about that?
Yeah, that's done.
That worked out so much easier than I thought it would.
I don't think anything about it was easy so much as it was quick.
Yeah.
Effective.
Mhm.
Right tool for the right time.
That asshole Sphinx could still be out there right now.
Could have.
Fucking ancient enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. And I was like, no, okay. So no. There's no way. This bitch go down.
Yeah,
This
pretty enjoyable.
stupid ass, like fucking self-loving name. No.
Effective stuff all around for us with our 4E rules and that are 4E rules. You'll have to let us know sometime what that magical ring actually is, Manica.
Yes, you've had a whole year to find out. So let me just get that. It is a ring of mental power.
Ooh.
It's a level 14
Wow.
ring. And what it does is once per encounter as a free action, trigger when you have no power points, you gain a power point.
Okay.
Beyond that, it has a daily free action trigger. You miss with an augmented psionic attack power. The effect being that you regain the power point you spent to augment it.
All right.
Yeah.
That
If
does,
you
in
reach
fact.
the milestone, you can instead re-roll the attack roll and use either result.
That, as a matter of fact, that does sound so useful. Valignus, you should take this and have 4 rings.
You know,
All right, yeah, that's very fitting treasure. I like it. Thanks, Naplan.
Seething, mumbling from.
Yeah, that's what you
The
get for
cat.
donating your actions.
We might have to roll up a Nathlin hero after this, an O'Banion someone.
I thought the Wimmick
That
Paladin was
paladin.
going to become a hero.
Yeah. Well, we might make him a shifter. But,
Oh, that paladin.
the item.
All right, yeah. Great.
Yeah, that was a god. That power is something fierce.
Yeah.
Against a strong opponent like that, with a hit, you just can have a, especially with the rogue synergy for
Especially with Striker. It's just like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
piling on the damage.
Like, we first saw in the Defense of the Lair, and, when I picked it at the time, I didn't think there was going to be a striker in the team and thought I would have to, we're still working through with that. But now there's actually a striker on board, and that striker went immediately after me.
Also, a critical hit. Like, my build is basically based on getting crits.
Yeah.
So, I got them for free.
Yeah.
I can see a future, a lot of collaborations here.
Yeah. So long as I'm able to actually hit with the power, which, Will was its strongest defense, so I wasn't sure whether I'd just get a
Yeah.
daze or unconscious.
But surely not everyone's gonna have Will as their strongest defense. Looks in the camera.
I'll say will enemies are rare.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna murder the all. I mean, Will is my weakest defense. So.
That was a pretty satisfying combat, though. I thought that was pretty fitting. The Wimmicks and the wear lines and the Sphinx itself, which fuck that at will power for riddles.
Oh my god!
Follow the
DC
red penalty
25.
and stay away from Nathlan, or do you want to go attack the city? Take it out.
DC 25 history check, yeah.
That's what you build your character for.
Oh shit.
You have no intelligence, but like there's no.
yeah. And then even if I succeed the like 1 in, I guess it was a 3 in 20 chance for me to actually succeed that. And then if I do, it's an at will, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is to make you try, right, to avoid the damage.
Yeah.
Then fail, which recharges its powers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
Good
you didn't
job.
get to see those powers because it didn't get to use them.
Yeah.
Well,
The Sphinx knew that Veliknev was not the smartest, but it didn't anticipate that he is stubborn.
He didn't care.
No.
about it.
yeah. He was not, self-preserving enough to be like, well, maybe we should stop. No.
Well, it didn't have that much opportunity to reassess. It was like, okay, there's a black dragon. I'm gonna land and attack the green dragon.
And it had like 2 powers lined up with that action point. Devastating. But that's the thing, right? That's the thing. A little bit of control there. Effective controlling, really.
I control.
I was gonna say, playing a defender normally, I feel great.
Doing
So
like
great.
100 damage, 200, whatever the hell.
Normally my stuff is like really cool. It's like 26. Ah, yes.
Like it is the optimal scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good job on that. I can feel that I should go lay down now.
Yeah. You rest and take it easy, Manikai.
Yeah, I need to.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Good night.
Talk to you later. Thank you for playing.
Oh, we did it, guys! Level 16!
We did it, yeah. I didn't even know that experience was still a thing.
That's why I figured, like, as a player, it's like, he did it for the XP to destroy Nobanian.
I didn't even realize that was a goal. I just wanted to do it.
Didn't even realize it was a goal. It's been there since they walked into the plains.
Yeah. 16. 16 is a juicy level.
Gotta drink its juices.
The utility power, like, there's 2 I can get.
Yeah, we get a Paragon Path feature, we get a utility power, and we get a feat.
Oh, a Paragon. Oh, feature as well. What do I
we get the level 16 feature.
Oh, I know what that is. If I score a crit, I get resist 10 to all damage.
How long does that last?
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
I just don't crit that often, but when it happens, it's gonna be good.
So, at level 16, I've been waiting for this one. I get a +2 bonus to speed. So my walking speed 7 becomes a speed 9, and my flying speed 5 becomes a fly 7.
Just flat +2 speed, period?
Flat +2 speed for my Paragon Path feature.
That is strong. Wow.
I'm back. Jesus Christ. That was, I guess we ended. I was like, ooh.
Alright, I'm going to end the stream here.
Stream! How about that? We had a combat and we did a year.
Yeah, like, we're getting good at this game, I think. Who knows? Find out next time.
Eliminated a company, gained a level.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, wow.
So, I do have something I need to ask Manikai next time. Since the Dragonfang Company permanently damaged their territory, I assume, does that mean I could have gained territory there? Like, thematically, it wouldn't have made much sense, but would
they
that...
have to have more than you in order for you to
more.
permanently get it. That's
Yeah, okay.
how Manikai has described these things.
They probably didn't have 3.
No.
Right. Good night, stream.
Bye, stream.